Can you bring this camera tighter?
Right, Jack.
Hey, aloha and good morning. Welcome to Aloha Aito 6 from Ke'ehi Lagoon on Oahu, Hawaii. I'm Ke'ehi Miller with Ocean Paddler, and we're bringing you live coverage this morning of Aloha Aito 6. It's the V1 rudderless canoe race, the premier one here in Hawaii, and I'm here with Makana Dayton. He's going to be sharing with us some of his knowledge about the V1 community here in Hawaii. But we've had a little bit of a late start, not only with the race itself, but with our coverage. There was a squall that came through here, Makana, just as the race was starting, and we were trying to cover up camera gear. Cameras and rain don't necessarily mix, but we're out on the course right now. This is just shy of 2 miles for this keiki race this morning, and we are with our leaders out here. They're racing within the confines of Ke'ehi Lagoon. And Makana, tell us a little bit about this course.
So a little about this course. Normally around here we call it the triangle because of the reef is kind of shaped looking like a triangle. We have this runway, straight shot right down to the airport. Good downwinds, necessarily not too big. A lot of one-man paddlers, V1 paddlers like to practice in here. It's calm, not too much ground swells.
Right,
good chop.
So folks can look and see that triangle overlay, but today's race is just a down and back, more or less, like a really long rectangle. And according to our event organizer, none other than Micah Kalama, he said they're going to have a cool finish right up along the beach there. And so we're kind of maybe just into the first quarter of this race here. And as you had mentioned, Makana, there is wind behind our paddlers kind of pushing them down this race course, and they're going to have that same wind pushing them back on their way back, right?
Yeah. So that's always a fun part about this run, coming down, good wind swell, nice downwind, especially for rudderless. And then, you have that really big fight coming right back upwind. It's always a challenge.
So we have a lot of different divisions here. We have 10U, 12U, and 14U, Kane and Wahine. A lot of local paddlers here, and a couple of kids from out of town as well.
Yeah.
So we're looking at our leader right now, not on screen, but our leader right now from Tahiti, and we have our young paddlers coming into the turn. This yellow V1 right here, he's going to be coming into a left-hand turn around a buoy and then making his way back uphill. So, Makana, a turn into the wind is always kind of a challenge in a rudderless canoe.
It's always a challenge, especially for turns in V1s. Necessarily you're sitting in the center of the boat, right? Not really easy to move the front and back as much, right? So it's really all about technique. A lot of these turns and a lot of these great paddlers, they really practice on these, and they put a lot of time into these turns because this can make or break a lead, a race, and even a fight.
So you see that one paddler in the white Marara there trying to fight his way around the corner. They're paddling out, kind of J-turning out to the side. You can see he's got his leg hung over the side there, kind of getting him going. But this shot you got right here, I believe, is our leader.
This is Nike boy, Nike Tupea from Tahiti. This is one of our junior Ade team riders. He is the leader of the pack right now in this race.
So he is paddling in the 12U Kane division. He's part of that Team Ade gang that came down. Te Ao Manaiki, and they call him Naiki for short. Tupea. He came up north from French Polynesia to race in today's Aloha Aito 6. More of our paddlers working their way ever so difficultly around those turns. This is a lot for, like a 10U paddler to try to work a big, long V1. And V1s are kind of made by design to kind of go straight, yeah?
Yeah.
They have a sharper entry and exit. They kind of really want to track, and it's making it challenging for these young paddlers with all this wind that's coming in.
Oh yeah, especially for shorter and smaller size paddlers. The V1 has a really high gunnel, unlike the OC ones. So you're really sitting inside of the cockpit rather than sitting on top of the cockpit. And
again, there's Naiki, our leader, kind of just putting in the work right here. He's paddling upwind, just kind of taking a look around, making sure that he's all alone out here, and he's just putting his work in. He's got some hot pursuit behind him from a couple of other paddlers. But again, we're here for Te Aito 6 in Ke'ehi Lagoon. What you're watching now is our Keiki division. We have both Kane and Wahine, 10U, 12U, and 14U. Yep, trying to all these young paddlers using whatever kind of techniques they can to steer, whether it's J paddling or poking or pulling out to the side, whatever you can do to keep this going.
Yeah, we tend our best not to poke, right? But for these conditions and these young paddlers, anything they can to get this boat straight.
Yep. Keep it moving and keep it straight. It's a lot of work. Imagine a kid out here that's maybe 10 years old, something like that. He's trying to steer this thing in and out of the wind, making that big turn around the buoy.
Oh, yeah.
That's a lot of effort right there.
A lot of energy.
You can see it's a little bit of a mash up there. Everybody trying to make it to the corner, trying to keep turning left.
Oh, yeah. Just keep on trucking.
All right, looks like we got our drone up in the air, and we're going to be making our way back up towards some of our kids that are a little bit farther towards the front of the pack. As you can tell, a lot of wind. It's been a blustery week out here in Hawaii, and maybe about 2 weeks ago we had like a nice long stretch of variables and Kona days and real flat wind. But now the trades are back. And we're hitting it.
Oh, yeah. Trades are back in town, and they're making themselves known. It's not a force to be reckoned with.
Here we go. This is our leaders here.
Nice battle right here between Iliao Makua on the outside from Kauai.
Iliao Makua is a 14U Wahine. She was first in the Wahine division for the Keikis last year in 2024.
Yeah.
Is she part of that Kilohana Canoe Club
Yes.
out there? Yeah, they had a great run, not only at States, but in the World Sprints this last year. Really kind of showing that the Keiki paddling on the island of Kauai is taking off.
Oh, taking it by storm right now.
Yep, and she's working her way uphill again. Nice work by Iliao Makua.
Coming off of another V1 race in Kauai, they just finished up their V1 Nalu series, 4-race series for strictly V1 up in
Nice
Kauai.
little steering she's got there. You see her kind of using whatever boat wake she can. That's and mind you, folks that are watching, this is a pretty busy waterway out here. Ke'ehi Lagoon is known for its boat traffic. It's one of the major entries into Honolulu Harbor. There are 2 boat ramps or launch sites on either side of this channel coming in here that these young paddlers are going to be crossing in a moment. And so we've got a lot of safety boats out here, jet skis, other paddlers out here trying to make sure that it's a safe entry. So as you can tell, they're coming into a crossing, a major channel crossing here, and it could be a busy waterway. You can see all the channel markers, and that's Mokawea Island out here, a very famous historic fishing village on the south shore of Hawaii. And once again, there's our leader. That is Nike Tupe'a, 12U Kane from Tahiti. Part of that Team Are gang. Right behind him, he is number 37. Yep.
Right behind them, pushing along, we got Iliao Makua.
Iliao Makua, I believe, on the outside there, right? She's first in our Wahine. But if we can drop back one and see who that is in the white canoe right behind. Yeah, you see at the end of his name there is Nike Tupe'a. Let's drop back there, Alex, and see if we can catch out who this white canoe is right behind.
That is
Number 3 there on your, that was
We got
Slay Law
and
all right, this is number 5. That is Kainoa Moku Anderson, another 14U Kane. He actually is second overall, first in his division of 14U Kane. Looking pretty strong there on his entry.
pushing it.
Yeah, nice long smooth stroke. Kainoa Moku Anderson. Get some drone coverage. Nice work.
Drop back to this nice battle right here between Andrew Dayton and Slay Lawian. I think right now they're battling for 4th place.
So Slay, I believe, is in the outside there in the gray and red canoe. And number 16, Andrew Dayton in 14U on the inside in that Are Marara.
They're just pumping right now, trying to see who can last the longest to get to that fort.
It's all working uphill right here. It's all just working hard.
All grit.
Yep. Nike looking pretty smooth right here, just trying to keep his boat running, keep that nose. You can see him kind of switching back and forth, paddling a little bit outside, keeping that nose pointed at the finish line despite what the wind is trying to do with him. And Makana, really, it's one of those things, wrong graphic. This is going to be,
this is
Nike right here. Yep, number 37, but he's looking good. Right there in the back there, you can see, yeah, that's okay. So in the lead in the green boat, that is Nike from Tahiti. He's in the 12U division. Right behind him in 14U division, that would be
Kainoa.
Yeah, Kainoa is kind of muscling his way up towards the first place, but he's definitely holding a good second. And outside of him in third place, Ilia. Oh, but nice push over
nice
here
walk
at the end, yeah.
Give or take about a quarter mile left to go into the
Kainoa
finish.
Moku Anderson, just a couple of boat legs behind. Can he make it happen? Although these two paddlers are in separate divisions, they're battling for that first overall, right? Looks like Nike's turning it on a little bit coming into the finish line.
I think right now he's in range at Nike. He's noticing Kainoa is a little too close for comfort right now. So kind of pump up those burners right now, not let him get too comfortable.
Nice work coming to the finish line there. Quick little V1 race for our Keiki. And here it comes. So unofficially, looks like our first place paddler there from Tahiti, Team Are, Te Ao Manaiki Tupe'a in the 12U Kane division. In second, canoe number 5, Kainoa Moku Anderson in a 14U division. And in third, young Wahine paddler from the island of Kauai, that's Ilia Makua. She also won the Wahine division last year. She's in the 14U. First overall in Wahine, though.
16? What is this? Where is that? Right behind these top 3, we have a nice battle right here. Boat number 16, Andrew Dayton and
Slay. Laoyan, yup. And there you have Ilia coming to the finish. All right. Here's that battle that Makana was just talking about between a couple of Amarara in the front and Mako right in the back, right? This is This is
Andrew
Dayton, just in the lead in the white boat with the black ama. And just behind him is Slay Laoyan right there in canoe number 3. They're just working at it.
Pushing everything they got for that
I think we're going to see it finish as we see it. So unofficially 4th place overall, Andrew Dayton. And 5th would be Slay Laoyan, canoe number 3.
Got another good little
nice
pack
finish.
Right
yeah, we got a pack coming in.
It's always fun to have a nice close finish.
We got our 5th place there in the red and gray canoe, Slay. But if we could pan right on camera 1, we're going to see another finish coming by. This is for 6th place in canoe number 24. Lai Saunui, that he is in there in a 10U. Nice work. 1st place in the 10U. He is 6th overall. And then in canoe number that was Cheyenne Kahulamu in the 14U1. She was 2nd overall in the Wahine and 7th overall.
2 and 23 finished after.
All right, canoe number 2, Aiden Salas, and 23. That is Lakealu. Lakealu right there. 14U Wahine. Nice race by her. Nice job, Lakea. And we're heading back to the next finisher coming in here. That is Canoe. We're going to try to get a number on this one. Nice drive as she's coming into that finish line. Canoe number 4. That is Tevai Camacho, another 14U. We got a lot of really strong 14U Wahine paddlers. Congratulations, that's Tevai Camacho right there in her Kaiva. Great work by these paddlers. You can see the finish line there at Te Aito number 6. Tevai Camacho. And that is canoe number 25. That is Aokai Tanaka. All right, nice work. Aokai. He is actually in the 12U Kane division. I believe he might be 2nd place in that division and about maybe 10th overall or so, maybe a little more. Nice work, Aokai Tanaka. And our next finisher here, canoe number 1, Garrett Ida. Another 12U Kane here coming in. Nice work. Nice tempo coming in on his Teva. Good work, Garrett. Oh, with the shaka. Throwing the shaka cam. Yeah. That's how. Shaka cam, Garrett. Nice work.
It's always nice when you see them give a little push at the finish.
Coming back, that is canoe number, I believe, let's see, is that 16 or 8? That's 18. Kamialoa Saut. Yep, and that is in the 14U division. Behind him in 34, I believe that is Malalaloa Makua. 10U Kane from Kilohana Canoe Club, Kauai. Nice work. And 13, that is Jack Davis, a 12U Kane. Right behind. What's on screen right here is 14. Kupe'ehina Magin, 14U Wahine. On that Marara. Nice work.
Nice little West Side theme on there.
Yep, you see that? That's Leeward Kai Canoe Club theme with the yellow canoe and the yellow jersey with the number 5. representing the west side of Oahu. Nice job by Kupe'ehina again. All right, our next paddler on screen, getting a good push coming into the finish line. We got a little gap here between Kupe'ehiva and this paddler here out on the water. You can see a little bit overcast day here at Ke'ehi Lagoon. Thankfully, after the passing of that squall, we've had the conditions kind of calm down a little bit. But we got a good pack coming in here towards a finish line. They're probably 100 yards out, and they're battling.
Oh, it's a tight one.
Putting in a lot of work here. I believe that canoe on the near side with the pink ama is an official. Somebody from the race organizing committee kind of helping escort these paddlers into the finish line.
Oh, I think that's a racer.
A lot of great work.
Got a nice inside-outside battle right here.
Is that canoe number 12? Kawike Siromuk.
We have canoe
17.
17.
17. That is Hazel Dayton. Nice push. All right. That's the majority of them. We got a few canoes making their way back in. Thank goodness it's calmed down a little bit so we can have a nice clean finish here. But, excuse me, coming in, that's canoe number 35. That is Ohia Botello right there. And right behind her, canoe number 19, Pa'akono. Couple of paddlers finishing up there. We got a couple of more coming in here. Ohia Botello there on the outside in the orange, just finished.
Got some nice conditions calming down right now for this
Yeah,
finish.
definitely calm down.
Kind of helping the back
good.
of the pack.
It's calm until the next one. Some more of our finishers getting across the finish line there. All right, we got a lot of rain coming in here back onto the course. Just letting you know, in here it's... All right, there we have it. There's the finish line there for the Aloha Aito, number 6 here at Ke'ehi Lagoon. We just have some of our last keiki paddlers finishing up here on this morning's race. Most of the field has already made it across that finish line with our first place paddler from Team Ade Tahiti, Te Ao Manaiki Tupea. He was actually in the 12U division and finished first place overall. Second place overall was Kainoa Moku Anderson in the 14U Connie division. In third overall, it was Ilia Makua, and she was first place in the 14U Wahine as well. Our first female paddler across the line and also in third. All right, gang, we're back in the studio on the water and just having a great finish to our keiki race there. It was pretty challenging off the start there, Makana, for these young paddlers.
Oh, for sure.
It was kind of rough. There was a squall that came in just as they started the race, and it was definitely a challenge. They're getting pushed down the course line, and so those paddlers that had a little bit more power or experience were able to kind of use that making down the course line. But, man, as you came into that buoy, it was certainly a challenge making it around back upwind.
It's almost like getting hit with like a wall, right? Right off that turn, all that wind you were just catching, right? It just hits you right in the nose.
For sure. So, and they make it, and there was a little bit of a scramble there for some of the smaller paddlers, but they definitely pulled it off, and we had a great finish. Congratulations again out to our paddler from Tahiti, Teo Manaiki Nike Tupi'a in the 12U. He had our first place finish, but right behind him, real quick just behind him was Kainoa Moku Anderson. And then in third place, our first Waihine finisher, and third place overall, Ilia Makua from island of Kauai. And so some of our top finishers there. Congratulations to all our keiki who were in the rudderless this morning. And we're going to be going into our short course race coming up after this. Can you talk a little bit about that short course, the course itself, Makana?
The short course, as I mentioned earlier, it's basically a triangle run, right, around this triangle. So they'll be going down the backside, right along the reef, right? And then, coming along the runway, you have Ocean Drive.
Yep.
Right by the old Sea Airplane runway.
Right along Lagoon Drive, right?
Yeah,
Lagoon Drive. And then, down up along Lagoon Drive, and then going to be coming back up this way?
Down right up Sailboat Alley, this harbor right here in Sand Island.
Okay.
And then finishing right here in beautiful Mauliola.
And do we know offhand how long that short course race is?
Say give or take about 6 miles.
Oh, that's pretty far.
Little over.
All right. Yeah. Cool. And then after that, we'll be getting into our long course race.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Cool.
Long course should be action.
All right. We got some of our young ones still making their way across the course. Of course, that is the challenge with rudderless canoe racing, man. It is, when the wind is on, you really got to have the skill and the strength to be able to counteract where that wind wants to take you. A couple of paddlers making it in here, some of our younger ones. And everybody on the beach is getting ready for our short course adult race. Mm-hmm. So the divisions here are 10U, 12U, and 14U. The U standing for under, 14 and under, 12 and under, 10 and under. And, of course, there is a keiki and a makane and a wahine division, boys and girls. So we're going to send our Tweety Bird back out into the skies to try and get some drone footage of what's coming in here. But, man, these young paddlers look spent, man. They put some work in up there.
Oh, they look
just
drained.
just handling the wind here. And you can see by that flag, the red flag on that boat, that the direction of the wind is pretty much in their face a little bit on the ama side. So coming in at about, 1, 2 o'clock, the wind.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not necessarily a straight right at you. Kind of got that side wind action. Some nice shots of the drone up in the air.
Let's see if we can't get a number off of this. Number 12. That is Kaulike Sitomuk. Kaulike Sitomuk right there in red. Drone, boat number 12. And again, folks, you can share this with all your friends that want to be watching today's action on our Ocean Paddler Facebook, as well as our Ocean Paddler YouTube page and Adventure Zone Sports Network. You can be watching this on the big screen in your living room while these paddlers are strutting their stuff. Our man Kaulike in nice little marara right there made by Are. This is canoe number 29. John Paul Kitenko, number 29. And he's just kind of making it smooth. Hey, brother, what's up? Looking at giving the mad mug to the drone there. Like, wow, what you doing over there? Check me out. But this is really what it's all about. Canoe number 15 there. That's Kristen Cabral. Kistin Cabral. That's a 10U Kane right there. Kistin, I'm not sure how that's pronounced. A lot of these names nowadays, A little bit on the creative side.
Again, yeah. Sorry if
Yeah,
you butcher
Kaisten,
any names
yeah.
right here.
But really, Makana, this is what it's about. This is all about bringing in the next generation of paddlers and V1 paddlers. And a lot of people always talk about part of the dominance of Tahitian paddling has to do with everybody is in the V1 from an early age.
Oh, of course. I mean, from my experience going up there, right, they're really invested, right, in their keiki. They start everybody young. And that's kind of where they derive from. Because then they keep you from, they call it cadets, right, as what we call juniors. And they keep you from cadets to teens until, you're, next thing you know it, they're signing you to be at Shell, signing you to be at EDT. And that's really what they look for, right? Because they're up there, paddling is everything, right? That's their culture, right? It's everywhere. And that's their way of, cultivating it.
Here's another young paddler, number 28. Canoe number 28, that is Nainoa Charles Sanchez. Another 12U Kane here in the 5-3.
Nice little push at the
There
finish.
you go, Nainoa. Nainoa Charles Sanchez right there. Working hard into the finish line. He's got a couple of other of his friends behind him. Putting in a lot of work, this boy. Nice job, Nainoa Charles Sanchez. Good finish, Nainoa.
Nice push at the end.
Way to go, Palala.
You can see on some of these kids' faces, right, that effort, right?
Oh, it's a lot of work.
Grit.
Hey, it's a lot of work for a full-grown adult to
yeah.
counteract the wind and battle the conditions out here. And, a lot of these kids, they're much smaller. They don't have not nearly the power of an adult, female or male. And it's a big effort out here. And so kudos, of course, out to not only our safety crews out here, but all these coaches that are working with these young paddlers, encouraging them, getting them across the finish line here. And this young paddler is really putting in some work. Wow, canoe number 27. That is Finn Kalamapoki. Yeah, Finn, keep it going.
Good little push from her dad on the outside, helping them official this race.
Yeah. Wow, cool. Right there, right there. Ah, great work by that young paddler. And here's another one, 20. Canoe number 20. That is Mele Kono, Tenyu Wahine. She's got that beautiful pink boat coming in.
Nice pink.
That away, Mele. Great work coming into the finish line here. She looks very smooth, very controlled. Yeah, Mele. Good work on hold. That was some effort out there by this young lady, Mele Kono. Great job, hon. Congratulations.
Nice job.
Some other paddlers, number 30. Number 30, that is Ka'ale Fox, 12U Kane. This is 36.
Yeah.
Kaikilani Botello, 10U. Yep, Kaikilani Botello. Going for the long stroke technique. Kaikilani Botello. Do you find it's better to have like a little shorter paddle when you're in the V1? Like your paddle that you use for the 6-man and your paddle that you use for the rudderless, are they different lengths, Makana?
Yeah, especially for, whether or not you're doing sprints or long distance, yeah. A lot of paddlers, they'll differ from about an inch or two. Yeah.
But in general, is your V1 paddle a little shorter?
Yeah.
Because you are closer to the water, right? When you're in the 6-man, you're a little bit higher out of the water and a little closer. But, canoe number 10 here with the Life Vest putting on some work. That is none other than Gabriel Leopoldo.
Oh, yeah, making that walk. Pushing.
Yeah, nice work, Gabriel.
Ooh, nice finish.
Gabriel
right
right on the buoy there. We got just maybe one or two more paddlers coming into the finish. Let's see if we can't get a number off of this young paddler. Is that 22, I think? 22, that is Kama'olanakila Cruz.
Ooh.
Kama'olanakila Cruz. 10U Kane. 32, my correction. That's Miki Oi Makua. 10U Wahine. Miki Oi, nice work. Oh, beautiful drone footage. That's Miki Oi Makua, number 32. Miki Oi Makua. Yep. Little sister to Ilya. But Miki Oi doing some work here. Beautiful paddling by this young lady.
Nice finish, real smooth.
All right, and number 22 was the one right behind. That is Kama'olanakila Cruz, 10U Kane. Nice work.
Good determination on that finish.
Mm-hmm. No, I think that is going to wrap it up for us in the Keiki race. We're going to hit out to a quick commercial here. Thank you for joining us for this live broadcast of the 2025 Aloha Aito 6.
The Rudderless Hawai'i 2025 Aloha Aito 6 is presented by Dukes Waikiki, Keko Capital, Are Tahiti, Kupanaha for Met, Nico's Pier 38, Ocean Paddlers TV, and these great supporters.
In real estate, every decision counts. Success comes to those who move fast, think smart, and take action. Keiko Capital is Hawaii's top private lender, offering the most aggressive financing solutions nationwide. Built for experienced investors, ready to scale. We fund opportunities, fuel growth, and help turn your next deal into your best deal. Don't wait. Book your free consultation today and take your investments to the next level.
If you live in the islands, your keiki or teen are no stranger to ocean sports. But have they tried outrigger paddling? With roots in Polynesia, people journey from island to island in canoes. There's nothing like the thrill of being at one with the water. Keiki and teens will meet new friends, gain a feeling of accomplishment, and have a lot of fun. And parents will be proud, cheering on their every effort. Outrigger paddling is easy to learn, and you can enjoy it your whole life. They'll experience ohana va'a, being part of the Outrigger family, with role models like Hawaiian kupuna, Uncle Kimokeo. It's time to test the waters. Let Are Tahiti find you a club or a coach to help your keiki take this inspiring journey.
There are places on this planet where the sunset truly outdoes itself. Where music is as constant as the urge to be barefoot. Where you're welcomed with love, respect, and a soundtrack. Outrigger Resorts and Hotels. Come be here.
Happiness is being in the water and finishing up at Nico's. Come on down to Nico's Pier 38. Fresh fish, plenty poke, Ono local plates, ice cold drinks, and live music every day. 3 locations to celebrate a day well spent with good friends and good grinds at Nico's. Zone Media is proud to be celebrating 20 years of Hawaiian Extreme Sports TV, Hawaii's leading action sports program. 10 years of Ocean Paddler TV, dedicated to perpetuating the sport and culture of paddling. And 5 years of What's Up, the world of stand-up paddling. Our groundbreaking and cutting-edge live broadcasts have made paddling and surfing spectator sports, showcasing Hawaii's heritage to the rest of the world. Zone Media is the world's leader in Hawaii-based action programming. Let us help you grow your business or sporting event. All right, welcome back to Aloha Aito 6 from Ke'ehi Lagoon on the beautiful south shore of the island of Oahu. I'm Kala'i Miller here with Makana Dayton, and we just wrapped up our keiki race this morning. A couple miles out here in three different divisions. We had 12U, and we had 10U and 14U, both Kane and Wahine, and so pretty good stuff out there. Great paddling by the youngsters. And for you, Makana, you coach some youth paddling in the V1 and stuff. What are some of the things that you put them through or preach to them when they're first starting out in the rudderless?
You know, for young paddlers like this, for these juniors, I really just try and make it fun for them. You know what I mean? At a young age, you wouldn't want to be, really be pushing them too hard. You want to make it fun for them to excite them to come back.
Right.
That's the main thing.
But like technique wise, like what is the one, thing that you might kind of really push on with them? I mean, you can't only be about fun, otherwise they'd be at the playground, right? Or in front of
a lot of things I kind of preach to them is, just pressure. You know what I mean? You can go anywhere with pressure, no matter what technique you use, no matter how you paddle or where you paddle from, right?
Right.
As long as that boat keeps moving.
Yeah, I noticed that. So just by you paddling kind of harder and keeping the boat moving, it makes it easier to steer, like anything, right? Like a motorboat, like a sailboat, anything. The faster it's going in the direction you want to go, the less the conditions or the chop, the wind, whatever is going to have an effect on it.
Oh yeah, so, especially in V1 paddling. As long as there's forward motion in a V1, it makes it 10 times easier to steer, to maneuver, to move, and that's what I kind of preach, right? Constant motion.
So we'll have a quick recap of our finishers here. I believe that was Te Manaiki Tupia in the 12U division. Kane, he came in first place overall. Him coming up from Tahiti. Excuse me. Wow, for this race, part of Team Ade. Second place overall was none other than Kainoa Moku Anderson in the 14U division. Him from Hawaii here. And in third place overall, it was Wahine Ilia Makua. She's in the 14U Wahine division from Kauai. She was third place overall. Right behind them was Andrew Dayton, who did well in the Na'opios this year. He was a 14U Kane. Fifth was Slay Lauian, a 12U Kane. And in sixth place was Lai Saunui, actually a 10U Kane, a young guy up there making a mark in sixth place. So congratulations to our top finishers in the keiki division. We're going to be going to our short course in about 15 minutes here. We're going to be taking a quick break on our live coverage, and we'll be right back in about 10 or 15 minutes for the short course here at Aloha Aito number 6 from Ke'ehi Lagoon. Be sure to join us back from our Ocean Paddler Facebook, our Ocean Paddler YouTube page, or of course Adventure Zone Sports Network on Roku or Apple TV at your big screen at home. Be right back with live coverage of Te Aito 6 from Ke'ehi Lagoon.
The Rudderless Hawai'i Va'a 2025 Aloha Aito 6 is presented by Duke's Waikiki, Keko Capital, Are Tahiti, Kupanaha for Met, Nico's Pier 38, Ocean Paddler TV, and these great supporters.
In real estate, every decision counts. Success comes to those who move fast, think smart, and take action. Ke'ehi Capital is Hawaii's top private lender, offering the most aggressive financing solutions nationwide. Built for experienced investors, ready to scale. We fund opportunities, fuel growth, and help turn your next deal into your best deal. Don't wait. Book your free consultation today and take your investments to the next level.
If you live in the islands, your keiki or teen are no stranger to ocean.
The Rudderless Hawai'i 2025 Aloha Aito 6 is presented by Dukes Waikiki, Ke'ehi Capital, Are Tahiti, Kupanaha for Met, Nico's Pier 38, Ocean Paddler TV, and these great supporters.
In real estate, every decision counts. Success comes to those who move fast, think smart, and take action. Ke'ehi Capital is Hawaii's top private lender, offering the most aggressive financing solutions nationwide. Built for experienced investors, ready to scale. We fund opportunities, fuel growth, and help turn your next deal into your best deal. Don't wait. Book your free consultation today and take your investments to the next level.
If you live in the islands, your keiki or teen are no stranger to ocean sports. But have they tried outrigger paddling? With roots in Polynesia, people journey from island to island in canoes. There's nothing like the thrill of being at one with the water. Keiki and teens will meet new friends, gain a feeling of accomplishment, and have a lot of fun. And parents will be proud, cheering on their every effort. Outrigger paddling is easy to learn, and you can enjoy it your whole life. They'll experience ohana va'a, being part of the outrigger family, with role models like Hawaiian kupuna, Uncle Kimokeo. It's time to test the waters. Let Are Tahiti find you a club or a coach to help your keiki take this inspiring journey.
There are places on this planet where the sunset truly outdoes itself. Where music is as constant as the urge to be barefoot. Where you're welcomed with love, respect, and a soundtrack. Outrigger Resorts and Hotels. Come be here.
Happiness is being in the water and finishing up at Nico's. Come on down to Nico's Pier 38. Fresh fish, plenty poke, Ono local plates, ice cold drinks, and live music every day. 3 locations to celebrate a day well spent with good friends and good grinds at Nico's. Zone Media is proud to be celebrating 20 years of Hawaiian Extreme Sports TV, Hawaii's leading action sports program. 10 years of Ocean Paddler TV, dedicated to perpetuating the sport and culture of paddling. And 5 years of What's Up, the world of stand-up paddling. Our groundbreaking and cutting-edge live broadcasts have made paddling and surfing spectator sports, showcasing Hawaii's heritage to the rest of the world. Zone Media is the world's leader in Hawaii-based action programming. Let us help you grow your business or sporting event.
check, check. Mic check, mic check. Check, check, check. Oh, I can hear myself.
All right, gang, welcome back to Ke'ehi Lagoon, and we're getting ready for the short course start here at the 2025 Aloha Aito 6, and today is all about rudderless V1 racing.
Yes.
I'm here with Makana Dayton. He's an experienced V1 racer. He's going to help get us some info not only about the V1 itself, but also about some of these paddlers that are on the course. We had our Keiki race this morning, just shy of 2 miles, and it's really all about the Keiki for this. We're the goal of this whole thing that Micah Kalama and a lot of these really experienced V1 paddlers have tried to design is bringing rudderless paddling to the forefront in the Hawaii paddling community. And the rudderless, really, as a lot of paddlers see it, is something about getting us back on top. So we're looking at the course right here. You're going to see we're taking off from the beach there by where all the canoe halau are. And they're going to make a big triangle coming out, turning over there by the state crash fire, heading down, they call this Seaplane Alley along Lagoon Drive, taking a right-hand turn through the marina there, past the beach so that all of our spectators can see, making a turn at the end there and finishing back up along the beach. And so what you're seeing there, that beach on your right-hand side is where all the festivities are happening. That's this beach that you're seeing now. So there we go, the start of the short course. We have 114 entries, Makana.
Wow.
That is a lot of paddlers on the water.
That is a lot of V1s on the water in one place.
I mean, just a few years ago, do you think there were even 114 V1s on the island?
Oh,
you know what I mean? The sport has just been growing and exploding. So
on an uprise, and it's not going to stop anytime soon. Right, it's just up from here. Yeah,
we're getting a lot of involvement from guys like Are Tahiti, selling more canoes down here, helping increase the rudderless culture in the islands here. And so it's a great start here. As our race organizer, Micah Kalama, mentioned earlier during the safety briefing, he was saying that if you're more of a novice paddler here in this race, this course, maybe step back a little bit, let the guys who know they are fast get out there and get in the front, and there'll be less traffic. Right? Don't try to have a great start, even if you're a novice. Just let the quick guys get out there and get in front. So
just know your limits.
Yep.
Yeah. Got a nice big pack right here.
114 entries. Wow.
I still remember, back in 2012, 2013 when Race Around the Hat first started jumping, and it was about, a handful of 20, 30 canoes.
It was real small. That vision was started off with just a few canoes, and look at it now. Looks like there's some turns going on here. I'm not sure. Guys are trying to get out of the traffic. But beautiful paddling, nice and smooth. They got a little bit of wind at their back, helping them get down towards the state crash fire station there in the corner. And you can see in the background there, that's Kamehameha School's Kapa Lama on the hill. You gotta that second A gotta be a long drawn out one for all of our KSBE fans out there. Kapa Lama, they say. And that's Honolulu Harbor with all the cranes. Over there at Matson and
beautiful scenery,
HSI and all those guys right down in there. And so
brothers.
Here we go. Big pack of rudderless canoes. Man, that is quite a sight to see. Look at that. And it's a little bit of jockeying and back and forth.
Oh, yeah.
For the amount of control that you don't have on a rudderless, these guys are really playing it tight.
It's good to see a lot of our junior paddlers up in the front of the pack,
So in this race here, we have several divisions. 16U, 19U, open, novice. We have 40s. We have 50s, 60s, 70s.
Wow.
We got a whole bunch of different divisions here in this race. And so although you may be seeing two paddlers battling it out with each other, they could be in totally different divisions, not only in the divisions, but Kane and Wahine. And one of my favorites is out there today, none other than defending World Sprints champion Violet Carrillo is out here today in the women's 50 division. When she entered the World Sprints, she only had been on a rudderless a couple of times. And now I see her out there with a brand new canoe, and she's been practicing. She's ready to go.
It.
So I'm expecting big things out of her.
Right on. Oh, wow. Got some collisions right there in the center pack. If you can see on your screen. See, right now is about the time where you see where everyone takes their line, right? You see some people shooting it hard on the inside, some people trying to stay on the outside. And it's really just, what moves your canoe and what you feel works best.
Right. I mean, I guess even conventional wisdom would want to tell you that you'd want to be a little high into the wind going down the course line, right? I mean, the wind is not directly behind these guys. There's a little bit of an offshore push. So if you were riding the inside of that course, it might be a little better.
Yeah.
And there we have our official boat with some camera equipment on it, recording our top finishers, and they're all trying to very smartly surf the wake of this boat.
They're all trying to hop on the taxi.
Look at that.
Oh, nice bump by our leader.
No. That Gavin Anoa knows better than that. he's got to back off.
Come on, G Money. Oh yeah,
And really, Dayton, that's what I love, Makana, what I love about the rudderless is it can catch so much more of these little bumps, little wakes, whatever, than a regular OC1 can.
Man, I mean, with the rudderless, it virtually can honestly catch anything, right? From big surf to even these small little chops in the wind, right?
Yes.
And it's all about, and you can catch it, right? The V1 will catch anything. It's all feeling, right? And that's just the love of it.
Whereas the OC1 is kind of, I mean, it's really designed and really shines in bigger open ocean stuff. When it's real big, conditions that might be a little bit uncontrollable for these racers on this canoe. But man, the V1, man, look how it just can pick up anything.
It just glides. We have our top three right now, battling it out. I think we have two guys in a teamy, and our front pack leader in Are Marara. Just cruising right now with this downwind. Kind of chose to stay high on the runway right now.
And definitely, just like in cycling, you're going to see these paddlers draft off of each other, right?
Yeah.
The guy in two, he's using the leader's energy through the water to help make it easier for him.
Yeah, even just to kind of scope them out, right? I know a lot of good paddlers' techniques is to just kind of stay right behind them, stay in striking range, they call it.
Right.
And, you know, watching their body language, watching their movement, and then knowing when to overtake, right? It's all just...
know when to attack, right?
Yeah.
You're staying within striking distance, knowing when to attack.
Nice
Still
techniques.
Nice work by these paddlers out here. Again, you're looking offshore at Ke'ehi Lagoon area. Wow, they're making good time. They're going to be paddling up along the runway here. As you can see, there's a plane taking off, coming straight at them in direction. And straight ahead of where these paddlers are is going to be the Honolulu International Airport, just for a reference. But, man, some kind of straight downwind paddling right there. Look at that. It's a nice little run.
Right now, you also have the groundswell coming out from this little pass right here. right? It kind of wraps around. On good days, it wraps around this runway right here. And it gives you some really nice bumps to stack, man. And I'm pretty sure right now these pack leaders are really feeling it right now.
But they should be saving up because the next portion of this course is a side wind against the AMA, right?
Mm-hmm. Just
opposite of the AMA.
I want to say a good estimate, a 2 mile just straight upwind, side wind.
Grind.
It's just the grit, the gruesomeness of this wind coming right at you.
But that's paddlers, right? You got to know how to work. You got to know how to suffer a little bit to be able to have some fun too, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So again, it kind of seems like our pack leaders are kind of, they're just using it. They're not getting too excited right now. Like, look at this guy's stroke. He's just really long and easy. On Kamanu Ka'iva right there.
It's one of the first mass-produced
Alkahi
V1s
was
in Hawaii.
before that, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
It was before the Ka'iva, yeah.
The Ka'iva was their second one they actually came out with.
Yes.
Yeah, you're
Yep.
right.
Over at Kamanu Composites.
The guys looped them.
Oh. And there's the hat.
You learn at a very, very early on stage in paddling, once something comes off, there's no going back.
Yep.
This is,
And so talk to us. This is Jamie Arikawa.
a young paddler from Team Nonakeki down on the east side.
Yeah, I actually started following those guys on social media. They got a good little group over there that are always training.
They got a nice program set it up right now. Real young program, but man, they're just grinding right now. Doing real good in these Kanaka Kaika races and
so you know, you're gonna notice for somebody that's not quite used to V1 paddling, there's a lot of changes.
Mm-hmm.
He's making a lot of back and forth, both sides, and so one of the things, if you're gonna be a good V1 paddler, you got to be good at switching sides.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, changes are everything in here, right? You really gotta, especially for me, right? You really gotta know when to track. So I tend to kind of catch the drift before she drifts. That's the saying, right?
You want to react early, right?
Yeah.
And so, Makana, talk to us a little bit about some of the strokes that you're seeing here. He's not just paddling straight up and down. He's reaching out to the side at some points.
So right now, as you see, he's kind of doing those side strokes. Not necessarily so much of a J stroke, right? But kind of a to the side, right? It's because you're sitting more center of the cockpit and more center in the boat. You really gotta use these certain kind of strokes, right? Kind of like you're doing a kahi in a turn, right? And it's always at an angle. All your strokes are at angles, right? Because you always want that forward motion, right? The boat turns and reacts way more better when it's moving. It's super hard to turn a V1 at dead stop, right? And so these motions, right? These little side motions and then the release, that's all just to keep it in one motion, keep it flowing.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a science, you know, being able to kind of pulling at an angle sometimes, pulling around, right? Pulling out the back sometimes.
And the beauty of it is all boats are different, right? Each and every one of them.
This is Teva Reynolds here, part of the well-known Reynolds family here. They're part Tahitian. Grandma is from Tahiti, but they have a nice boat here, nice stroke going on in this Manara.
Nice high RPMs at Teva. As you can see, everything is up in front for him, right? High RPMs, a little less time in the water, making this boat just jam.
He's out there paddling with his dad. Mark Reynolds is in the race here today, so kind of making this a family affair out here at the Te Aito number 6. And again, big mahalo to all of our sponsors, including Are Tahiti and Nico's. A lot of great sponsors out there helping out with today's race. So mahalo to all of them for making this possible and helping to grow the sport of VA'a or V1 rudderless paddling here in Hawaii. a nice low tide right now this morning. And so, as we had mentioned earlier, these paddlers are about to turn, our leaders are about to turn up into the wind and hit the grind.
Yeah, right now they're probably about to feel this big wall of wind hitting them, right? All that momentum you built up on this downwind, oh, they're going to feel it.
Yeah, they're doing not quite a 180, but pretty close.
Oh, yeah. See, as you can see, the water kind of stacks up more by the island, right? It has this nice little wrap around. Surprised
little
none of
surf
these,
run coming in, huh?
Surprised none of these paddlers really took the hard inside.
Beautiful racing out here. It's a little bit of a spray we're going to have coming uphill into the wind, but man, this is a grind. And you can see our leaders here, they are grinding it uphill right now. We've had a little bit of a change in the leadership here, and we're going to get some info on who's in our front pack out there.
Oh man, this is just grueling. Yeah. As you can see all these junior paddlers right up in front. I think top 5 is all juniors.
Really?
If I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
That is cool.
It's really, really good to see a lot of the junior paddlers representing V1, you know, because at the end of the day, this is our future, right? This is the future of paddling right here.
All right, we'll try to get some numbers off of these canoes here. Hard for us to see numbers. Our apologies on that. We're trying to get some standings to you, but looks like there's been a change in the lead. That paddler in the Marata is now in second place. He was leading the first leg of this. What is that in the green there? Is that number, looks like number 10?
Oh, that is, I don't think that's the Aito numbers. We should be on the left side of them right now. I think their numbers are on the right.
Okay.
But I do know for sure that is Kalai Ho in that green teamy right there.
Okay, Kalai Ho in third right there. And maybe we'll get some info later about these two paddlers in red battling it out up there.
Oh, yeah, they're just grinding it out right now. Taking that little longer stroke going upwind.
Getting the paddle some time in the water to give you some drive.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Nice battle right here between 1 and 2. We got number 3 right here, just in striking range.
Yeah, Kalai Ho is just cruising. Nice work.
Nice.
About half of our paddlers have made this upwind turn. And just back from this gang is Teva Reynolds, canoe number 100, a 16U Kane right here, doing a great job in fourth place. Yeah, young boy right there in yellow. You can see Teva Reynolds right there. Really grinding it out. A lot of great effort by this young man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he's going for it.
He is just
look at the cardio on
pumping.
that kid, man. Jeez. Teva Reynolds, canoe 100.
Right on.
Part of the Reynolds family. Mark Reynolds, his dad, Matt Reynolds, his dad's brother has Proper Ride Shop, and of course his cousin is a world champion skateboarder.
Oh, man. Man, this kid had a nice Kanaka Kaika season with the OC1s. He is just working it right now.
Yeah, man, look at the effort this paddler's putting in.
Back on your screen, we have our top 3 leaders of the pack. I think the standings about the same right now still.
It's not working.
Yeah. These guys are just non-stop.
Beautiful grind. And what I love is that you're not necessarily seeing them pounding uphill. They're just kind of giving a nice, long, deeper stroke, allowing the paddle to do the work. A lot of body in there. A lot of just great technique. You can see.
Oh, right there on the screen, we have this green teammate. This is Isaac Berryman.
Isaac Berryman here. He is in 5th place overall.
Yeah. Once again, another junior in the top 5 of this short course.
Nice. Kalaiho is, he's not a junior, is he?
He is. He's actually J16 in this course right now.
Wow.
Coming from the Big Island.
Yep. Kalaiho there in green, in the green canoe right there in 3rd place.
Trains up there with Big Island Junior Va'a. A lot of well-known names from that program.
I love watching the strokes though. Big open strokes.
Just big bodies, big chest.
Getting the drive off the leg inside that canoe. That's what's great about the rudderless versus the V1 too, is that you can really drive off of the canoe.
You really have leg space. Your feet aren't stationary.
Right.
Right here in this Kaiva, this is Jamie Arikawa. Once again, he is from the east side of Oahu. But yeah, like you said, right, the leg room in this, right, other than an OC1 where your legs are stationary, just straight up and down, you really have room to work with to apply pressure.
Right, and you can definitely see Jamie doing that here. Try to look at his left leg. With every stroke, he's driving off that left leg. You can see his knee drop, which means that he's driving off of his foot, through the hip, through the back, and into that paddle. Yeah. So a lot of that power that Jamie's getting right now is coming from his leg.
A lot of people mistaken paddling for just being an all upper body sport.
Right, done properly, it is.
Case.
Done properly, it's entire body, right?
Oh yeah, whole body workout.
And that's not such an obvious or easy thing to do either. Like, a lot of people get into a canoe, they paddle. They're not thinking about driving off the leg. Mm-hmm. To incorporate that into your paddling or to correct that in a paddler is not always easy.
Oh yeah, it takes a lot of time. It's repetitions. Here in your screen, we have Joseph Kaholi'i in his home base, based out of New Hope Canoe Club. Right down here in Sand Island. He actually just came off of a really good Naopio season, finishing 1st overall, a Ke'ehi medalist for the boys 18 Naopio sprints. Working hard, kind of tailing behind Jamie Arikawa right now, trying to stay in striking range. Solid 7th place overall right now.
Joe Kaholi.
Good long strokes right now against this upwind battle.
And that's the beautiful part about these rudderless canoes, man. They just run, Oh, you don't have the drag of a rudder in the water, and they just kind of just glide. You can really get the push, really get a better feel for the water.
Nice little battle right here.
Taking a step back from Joe, a couple of canoes just behind him.
I think we have in this green V1 closest to us, I believe that is Sunny Cruz from Kauai. Nice battle between this brat on the outside in a green Marata.
83 on this canoe right here. Let's see who that is.
Brother Keone Liu on this green and blue 5-4X. Just cruising right now.
Yep, Keone Liu, a 40 Yukane.
Ooh. I believe he should be 1st in his division right now.
Should be.
With Sunny Cruz right behind him. Same division. Once again, staying in that striking range.
All right, that is canoe number 139. Just behind him. Switching pages. We have so many people entered for this race. There's 3 pages on 139. That's Keone de Guar, Navis Kane.
Oh, right on.
And in crew number 49 next to him, canoe number 49, that is going to be... Is that Jaden Martinez Peapealalo? Not sure.
No.
45. I think that's Sonny Cruz would be here registered at 45.
Men's.
That's 40 Kane.
Men's 40. He's trailing first place men's 40, Keone Liu right in front of him. Good pack right here.
Ooh, this is some work right here. These guys are crushing it.
Oh, yeah, he's hungry. So along with the overall fight and the overall standings, you also have these division fights.
Right. That looks like a Big Island Junior Va'a paddler right there.
Right in that yellow phi.
Yep.
Good standings right now with everybody. I think we have our first female paddler, Wahine, on the outside of this Big Island Junior paddler.
All right, this is canoe number 62. 62, that is going to be Doug Borton. 60 Kane. Doug Borton.
Some of the men walking it up. Yeah. Got a Doug Borton right here jamming it in the Ade Mako. Little wider boat than the Marara. Yeah. Nice determination there between these paddlers.
Very smooth paddling by that paddler in black there, in the black canoe.
Black TV on the outside. I think that's one of our first Wahine paddlers.
Yeah, I believe so. She get the Tita Bun going on.
Oh, yeah. Tita Bun, half forward. Cruising right now. Effortless.
Well, what's the number we got there on that black canoe? Nothing. Oh, well, we lost the number on this guy. His number is, how about there in the distance in a yellow canoe? That's 112. 112, that's Jude Daniels, 16U Kane.
Ooh.
From the Big Island. This looks like another
Big Island Junior Va'a.
another young Kane paddler here, but his number has peeled back. Jude Daniels, part of that Big Island Junior Va'a. Got a great program going on over there.
Nice walk by Jude. Kind of overtaking this.
The drone is on. He gotta go for it.
Gotta show out.
Great little pack here. What do you say? This pack is maybe like around between 8th and 12th place, something like that?
Yeah, I'd say
Maybe
around there.
about-
Good, yeah, solid 8 to 12, 8 to 10. Good push by Jude Daniels right there. Walking up past both these paddlers behind him.
We're going to fly forward to our leaders here.
Seems as if the standings have changed again now.
Yeah, just now our paddler who was originally in first place is now in third. Still very tight, striking
Still
distance, right there.
We have our first place, which was second, and Kalai Ho in second right now. On your screen, you got who's this? Isaac Berryman from Kailua. Just pushing. And sometimes paddling without a pack, it's kind of hard. You don't really have too many people to gauge with, right?
Yep.
You cannot really...
It's easier to push when you got somebody next to you, right?
Hard to pace yourself without a gauge.
For sure.
That's why these packs, man.
And you can tell we're getting close to the end of our push upwind, and they're going to be taking a right-hand turn, paddling up along the marina. And because they'll be so close to shore, there'll be a little bit of wind shadow coming off of these boats. And so they'll be able to find kind of calmer water, hopefully, in there. And this will be more just of a straight flat water grind. So they had a downwind section that they started the race with, then an upwind section, which is this meat and potatoes of the middle of this race. And then they'll have maybe about a mile of nice, calm water right on the edge of this marina. And so hopefully you'll look for some really nice shots of all the boats in the Ke'ehi Marina here in the background as our paddlers fly by.
Oh, yeah, especially this marina. I mean, from the amount of times I practice in here, right, you really want to hug the shore. A lot of these sailboats, they'll block, at least I want to say 80% of the wind coming in, right? And then you have those patches where it's just gusts.
Yep, and exactly what you're talking about is happening right now. You're going to see our three paddlers, and you can see our Big Island Junior Va'a paddler kind of breaking off to the left a little bit, trying to get closer to that inside. And then they'll shoot right up along the inside of these moored vessels out here and make their way to that finish line. I would say probably what you think, about another mile to the finish?
I want to say about, right? Coming from the last turn all the way down by the sandbar, I'd say a good mile.
Well, actually, they got to go past the finish line, right? Turn and come back in. So maybe a mile and a half. But I would say the really tough guy portion of this race is now behind us, and it's going to be a lot more finesse right now.
Yeah, the true challenge of this race is behind them.
Yeah, the course challenge right now. The true challenge is the paddler next to you. Wow, that's a great shot of the remainder of our pack as we continue to hang up here by the leaders. But as we look back, just an ocean of V1s making their way Mauka along Lagoon Drive. And in the background there, you can see with that blue flat roof, that's the airport crash fire station. Just to kind of give you a bearing of where we are. We're literally in the heart of the airport and industrial district on the island of Oahu, and great to have such a cool course dead center of our urban center here on the island. And look, that's not a giant shark in the background, that's a plane taking off. Wow, that is a big plane, bro.
Nice shot.
That is a big plane. Pretty cool shot right there. Taking off. And speaking of taking off, a lot of our paddlers are coming around this turn buoy here and trying to take off, coming down the marina alley. And it looks like we're back again with our leaders. Nice drone shot of the leaders of our pack here. And maybe we can ask our drone guy to give us a look at the number on this canoe right here so we can let you know who is in the lead. This is going to be canoe number 145. 145. And again, 114 canoes enter here in this short course. 145 is Raitini Skoleman, 16U Kane. I'm thinking he came up from Tahiti. He probably came up from Tahiti for this race. Beautiful racing in Raitini Skoleman.
Raitini.
Nice paddling.
Oh yeah,
just smooth.
Easy. You can notice his changes. His changes aren't as urgent, aren't as fast. taking his time in the water, letting the boat glide. There we go.
All right. There's Magnum PI's chopper in the background. Get to the chopper. As you can see, all of these paddlers making their way up. You can see that guy right here in the front in the red jersey trying to make that turn.
Oh, yeah.
Nice work.
You can really see the angles that people are taking, right? With the wind. Got to account for the side.
And this is canoe number 92, as you had mentioned. That is Kalai Ho from Big Island of Hawaii, part of the Big Island Junior VA. And this young man having quite a race, a 16 U Kane. 16 years old and crushing it. And shucks, we're not getting a number off of that canoe, that Ade right next to him. Maybe we can kind of come in a little bit. Shucks, we don't got it. The wind is blowing that back, and so this will be our unnamed paddler. 140 or 54 maybe? Is that a 54? 94. Anybody? A little help? 94. That makes sense. This would be Maritete Maui Teahurangi, a 19 U Kane from Tahiti. And so he is battling it out for second place with Kalai Ho, and in front of him, leading the pack, our other Tahitian paddler, Raitini
Scholarman. It's nice to see a Hawaii boy up there in the front of the pack competing with these Tahitians, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Holding it down for the islands. It's a pretty solid set battle up there, too, with the top three.
That is nice and tight, man. Tight as it gets.
What is this? Got this nice pink phi on the screen right now. Nice small little pack falling behind. See, we got, again, it's hard to see these numbers. I believe they're on the,
and there goes Teva
Reynolds. Just still ironing this out right now.
Yeah, that kid is a machine.
I mean, honestly, it looks like he just hasn't. That is
a tiny little. That's like a keiki size V1. Yeah,
that's one of the monedes they make in Tahiti. Good smaller size, almost as if you use a Volare and a Cantare.
Right.
Good size difference. Man, he is just
grinding it out. Look at that young man. Awesome. So again, that we had Raitini Scholarman from Tahiti, 16 U Kane in first place. Mm-hmm. And then
right behind them,
battling out for second and third was Kalai Ho and Maritete Maui Teahuragi, and they are a 16U and a 19U Kane respectively.
Yeah,
not sure who our first Wahine paddler is, but I believe it was that young lady in the black
boat.
Yeah.
Whoa.
All kind of battles happening throughout the field.
Got a nice pink phi right here on the screen.
Lot of good, hard paddling in this section right here. They're not going to get any help from the conditions. Really having to work it. Not many of them sneaking in close to the marina, as we had talked about earlier, maybe to their detriment, but we'll see.
Nice smooth strokes right here. Really feeling it out.
Kind of windy on the course out here. You can hear the gusts of wind coming in on our audio. It is a little bit of a stormy day out here in Ke'ehi Lagoon. It does make for good conditions, as in you're not going to get overheated.
Oh, yeah.
Nice and cool paddling today, but definitely these V1 paddlers having to contend with the wind.
Oh, most definitely.
All right, and we're back with our leaders. Looks
wow.
like Kalai Ho has slipped back about a canoe length, and Raitini is still in the lead up there, getting a little bit of a gap. And Maui, let's see, it was, hold on one second, that was Maritete Maui Teahuragi in second place, are 19 in U. And so what's interesting to me, Makana, is that first place and third place are both 16U.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That's right. It's a really tight battle, kind of like a double duel,
right?
Battling it out for both first. I mean, first 16s and first overall. And of course, you have our second place right now, fighting for first overall and getting his J19.
Yep.
First.
He's Maritete and Kalai Ho. Kalai Ho right behind just by a canoe length. But on your screen here, we're getting past the marina area, and we're going to be breaking over. I believe our lead boats have already breaking over the main incoming channel, getting back to the beach by our starting line. But as we had mentioned earlier, our paddlers are going to have to go past the starting line, make a 180 turn on a buoy, and finish up along the beach. And it's going to make a really exciting finish for this. Anytime you have a bunch of spectators on the beach, as you do today, and they are flying down along the beach, man, it sure makes it fun.
They're making excellent time right now. We have our first place with a
nice look at them already ready to finish this race.
Good.
Our leaders are coming in. Look at that, our drone footage showing our top three paddlers making their way across the finish line and in. And unofficially, we're gonna go with Raitini Skoloman from 16U Kane in canoe number 145 from Tahiti. In second place is Maritete Maui Teahuragi, also from Tahiti, 19U Kane, and Kalai Ho from the Big Island of Hawaii, 16U Kane, second in that division, third overall. Congrats to these paddlers on this race. Good job today, everybody. Our top three have finished right there. 19U winner, second place overall.
Nice little wave to the
And
camera.
there's I believe that's a Timia.
Yeah.
Yep, and there's Kalai Ho and his Timi Ba'a.
Man, that is a nice boat right there.
Is that your boat?
Oh, yeah.
Great performance by that young man. And so we're going to go here and post up by the finish line, hoping that we can see some of our top paddlers coming across the line here. What a great little race that was. Kind of had a little bit of everything. Makana had a downwind, had an upwind, had a little sprint section at the end right there. Not a very long race, but man, it sure was fun.
Not a very long race, but you really do get a dip of every condition, right?
Yep, for sure.
And I believe that's the main thing, right? Experience. Right here on your screen, we have Teva Reynolds right now coming in fourth place overall.
This young man is crushing it. Canoe number 100, a 16U Kane.
Man.
He's got to be, what, just 15 years old. This young man is going at it. Look at him go.
This young man has a really, really bright future, almost as bright as his boat.
That's a very safe boat, man. If he goes over, you're gonna
look at that, just hammering it down. Nice, strong finish by this young guy.
Yep, 16 years old, and he left his dad in the dust.
Said, see ya.
Later, Dad. All right, and coming in 5th place overall.
We have Isaac Berryman in this
Isaac
teaming
Berryman
right here. And again, I want to mention the top 5 in this race are juniors.
Nice.
From the youngest being about 15 to 19. Man, nice performance right here by this young man, Isaac. 2nd year paddling V1. Coming in top 5 in Aloha Aito 6 this year.
Nice job, Isaac Berryman.
Man. Coming in this finish on your screen, we have Jamie Arikawa. Another young junior based out of the east side of Oahu. Nice finish. Good little push right there. You notice a lot of these finishers, a lot of these racers kind of give that little oomph at the finish, that little tap, tap, tap.
Jamie Arikawa, a 16U Kane, rounding out our top 5. And as you had mentioned, not only are they all youth, but our top 5, of our top 5, 4 of them were 16U. Only 1 was 19U.
Man,
yeah, so some young guys out there laying it down. And what that really does is demonstrate where paddling in Hawaii is going.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
For sure.
On your screen right now, we have Joseph Kohoali'i right here in his hometown of Mauliola. As I mentioned right there, there's that little push right there at the finish. In this white marara from Are Tahiti. Nice finish. That is again Joe Kohoali'i. Right behind them, finishing strong. This is Keone Liu, one of the head coaches for Team Nona Keiki on the east side.
Keone Liu.
Men's 40, first place. And
8th overall, I believe.
I believe so. And right close right behind him is Sonny Cruz, another entry in the men 40. Yeah.
They know about the Shaka Cam. They know.
Tight finish right there between this green Marara and this gray Mako. That is Christoph Gutierrez in the green Ade. And I believe Doug. What's his last name? Brother Doug right behind Christoph. We're about to have a couple more finishers right now.
Some nice battles going in. These guys are turning it on. A great representation. Not only by our young paddlers in general, but by these young guys from Big Island Va'a.
Yeah.
Big Island Junior Va'a. They had quite a few of them, man.
Mm-hmm.
Some nice finishes, nice times.
Oh, yeah. They came to represent today. I mean, man.
Shaka Cam. They know about the Shaka Cam.
Yeah. Jude Daniels in this 5-4.
Jude Daniels.
We're going to have quite a few finishers right here.
Canoe number 80. Is that for this one? No. Okay.
Again, it's kind of hard for us to see the numbers on the inside of these canoes. Oh, it's cold.
This canoe number, what is that, 81, 61? I can't tell. Sorry about that. Oh, a little bit fly.
That is Koa Canario. 60s Kane.
Yep, nice work, Koa.
Oh, nice Ama fly.
Yeah, Uncle, that's how.
Yeah.
81.
What is this?
Christian Marston coming across over there.
Nice finish.
Christian Marston Sr. Great finishes here. 114 overall entries in the short
nice
course.
battle right here.
That is a
between this
lot.
Green and yellow Timi and this Aokahi. Nice.
You can notice, too, some of the setups on the Yako are different. Some are click in, like, aluminum pipe style. And some of them are the old school way where you rig it with the rubber coming straight across. So what are you a fan of?
I'm glad you mentioned that. I am a personal fan of the traditional rig up. I mean, you even go to Tahiti, you ask any of those guys, they'll prefer that traditional rig up.
Why do you think that is?
There's so much play with it. You know, you can adjust it inside, outside, you know what I mean, higher, lower. With these snap-ins now, they kind of just come with about 4 preset settings. So it's very, very hard to give you the right setup for the right conditions.
Nice work again by these paddlers.
Ooh, we got some
that's Violet Carrillo coming in there with the red Ama, blue jersey. Again, defending champ, couple of Wahine paddlers. Yeah, Violet knows how to finish.
Yeah.
It's a Cinderella story.
Cinderella story.
Yeah.
Tight one right here. Nice. Woo.
I can only imagine the expletives in her head right now. Yeah,
Yeah,
Shaka
there it
Cam. There you go, Rillo. Rillo got the shakas.
She knows what's up.
She knows.
Nice red fire right here. Ooh.
Some young paddlers on the screen right here. Working their way in.
We have a young paddler from the west side.
We have a lot of great international competition here today. To mention not only the Tahitians that have come up from the south and a lot of great local paddlers, but we've had paddlers from Brazil, all over the world, Canada that have come down for this to be part of the Aloha Aito. The sport is growing here in Hawaii, and this race surely is growing.
This looks like
wow, nice pack there, finishing up here. I think I see Dennis Salas there coming in.
Yeah.
There's Dennis right there. Nice. Got lucky on that one.
Got another junior right there, Oscar.
Yeah.
Oh, there's our first one.
Huli at the finish. Woo! That might have been on purpose. Maybe he just needed to cool down a little bit.
Finish. Oh, we got a nice battle right here. Inside, outside. I believe that is Pukani. Oh, I don't want to butcher your last name.
Is that Elia coming in again?
Yes, that is.
2 races for that young lady here today. Good work here. Nice long stroke by this paddler. That's how you stay fit right there, folks. That's how you age gracefully. Get in the canoe.
Get in the va'a.
A nice pack right here, finishing all together.
Got a Afa Akamu in this gray teamy up front. We got Kaikala Emmanuel in this white phi right here from Ke'ehi Lagoon.
Mm-hmm.
We have, what is that number? Some international paddlers in there. Nice, some Ama flies at the finish. A little chilly right now.
Yeah, you can see that those gusts coming across the water, kind of in the face of our paddlers. A little bit of a drizzle, manizzle coming in, looking good. This Wahine paddler working her way in, Jay stroking her way into the finish line. Number 61.
It is Christy Borton, 50s Wahine.
Yep, right. And coming in, nice finish there, Christy Borton.
Ooh.
Coming in behind her right here is a Yup. Outside there finishing up, that's Shenlu Stokesbury in the green and white canoe.
Ooh.
87 here is, who we got?
Heather Taylor, 60s Wahine.
Yeah, Heather Taylor. Nice work. Shaka Cam, girl.
Shaka Cam.
Smile Cam. She talking. Cannot talk to the drones, sister. Sorry. This is Shenlu Stokesbury here, canoe number 86.
50s Wahine.
Yeah. Shenlu Stokesbury. Nice canoe there.
Nice green fall.
There's some beautiful, beautiful fall out there.
It's a nice green.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of beautiful falls out on the water today.
Oh, she's got one of those spooky paddles. Where's that? Who's the guy?
Stingrays.
Quick blade, right?
Quick blade.
Yeah, Stingray.
Got the pizza ovens.
Yeah.
Pizza pans.
Spooky paddle. Yep. Rest of the pack grinding out here. What an impressive 414 entries in this race today. That is pretty cool.
Man.
That is really, really cool having that many entries.
It's almost like a dream come true seeing all these V1s. You know, after seeing the progression, starting it out with Race Around the Hat a couple years back with the guys Luke Evans and them from Command Composites. Coming to Aloha Aito 6, now having over, I want to say at least 160 V1s on the beach. I mean, it's surreal seeing this amount of V1s in the same place. I mean, this is honestly just a dream come true, especially for the future of Hawaii paddling and competing against the world, you know? In my opinion, V1 paddling is the future, and it's honestly one of the best tools you can use to become a better paddler. As you can see, that is the beach right there on your screen. You can just see how much V1s we're talking about. I mean, it is just, man, that is awesome. Good battle right here at the finish.
I got to get me one of these jerseys, these rudderless. It says V1, right?
Yeah.
Which also in Roman numerals means 6.
Oh,
but it'd be cool to get one of those.
I get
today.
you one.
I'll work on it.
I think a medium would fit, right?
Medium is my size, buddy. You know that.
140 right here at the finish. That is... Kenneth Ang, men's 40. Oh, walking it up right there at the finish. Can he pull through?
That looks like a father-son pairing right there almost.
Father-son battle right here.
Maybe. Couple of oddies right there. A little tap-tap at the end.
Oh, yeah. We got a Marata in the blue and a Mako in the gray. Got another Ade Marata right here. This is Malay.
Nice work, Malay.
Pilo. Sorry if I butchered that.
Some Timmy Vaz coming in here. Nice smooth paddling by this guy with the hydration pack. Yeah, we'll get a number on them. They're still making their way in.
Nice smooth entry.
Canoe number 141.
It's a Hekili Pakele.
This is Hekili Pakele right here.
16U Kane in this Ade Mako. Jamming it right now. You see that high RPM, everything up in front. Nice gear change right there to that long stroke.
This is number 123. 123.
Malia Meza, novice women. Novice Wahine in this all red Marata.
Man, that canoe moves really nicely. Malia Meza. Congratulations, novice paddler.
These Ade canoes, I mean, can't complain, man.
Yeah, they like to move.
Novice or advanced, it's just such a good boat. Got another red Mako right here.
Nice work. I like the way they're finishing.
Love that little push at the end.
Yeah, right?
Number 43 right there. We have,
as you can see, all the canoes are making their way into the beach there and just recovering after this nice race. We got canoe number 43 here. This is Joe Phillips. Joe Phillips, canoe number 43. I don't think that's Joe Phillips. Nope, we don't go to 2-6 on this one, on this race. Canoe number 43 says Joe Phillips. I think, unless it's like Mary Joe, but that's entered as a 40 Kane. I don't think that's Joe Phillips. She's looking great either way. Nice work, nice work. We can see how busy the beach is going to get in preparation for the next race coming up, our long course.
That's where the action's at right there.
Yeah, action's in the long course, baby.
Best of the best. Traveling all the way to Hawaii.
Bestesses of the bestesses. Looking at the video right here, trying to get a number, but hey, it's us. Hi there. Welcome back to our live coverage from the boat here. We are kind of getting in that second half of paddlers for this short course race. Again, these were our novice adults. our age group adults, the 40s, 50s, 60s, and of course the older of the keikis, the 16U, 19Us, and kind of neat to say, like we mentioned earlier, the top 5 or 6 paddlers were all 16U, 19Us, so pretty cool. Pretty cool. All of course, our big dogs are going to be entered in the next race coming up after this. That's the long course here at the 2025 Aloha Aito 6 from the beach here in Ke'ehi Lagoon, and that was a great race. This last course had a little bit of everything. We had a cool downwind run right off the start, right? Then they turned it almost upwind. A 180 upwind. Fight that upwind. Really kind of separating the tough guys from everybody else, and then a nice stretch out here at the end with the turn on a buoy and back into the finish line. A couple of our finishers coming in here. Another beautiful yellow marara there. Marara kind of being real popular in these the keiki division and this novice division where you have some of other keiki. Really, the marara is for, I don't know what you think, people like 160 and under, 150
about
pounds.
160, 170 under. I mean, the mako, really anybody could reach in the mako. And shout out to Baptiste Hussein from Ade Tahiti, really helping us out here in Hawaii, getting us these va'as to use.
Really growing the sport up here, boy, I tell you what.
Oh, yeah.
Ade pumping in some boats into the islands, not only for these races, but for World Sprints in 2024 last year, but just all season long, pumping boats. Also, they're the same gang that make the Timi as well, right? Same factory. Same factory, right?
Yeah, same factory. Okay. That is the snap-in Timis, though. I know Andre Timi still shapes and molds traditional rig-ups at his factory.
Very cool. Some of our paddlers finishing in here. Some of our Wahine paddlers on the short course there, you can see.
Got a couple more va'a finishing up to wrap up this short course.
Mahalo again out to our sponsors. Among them, of course, all the gang here at Ocean Paddler. We got Nico's. We got Ade Tahiti, maker of those mako and marara, some of the headlining sponsors for today's race. But would it be possible? Aloha Aito 6 would not be possible without them.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget, folks, tomorrow we have unlimited racing from Hawaii Kai down to Ke'ehi here. Lots of fun. Mahalo out to Dukes, Waikiki, Timiva'a, Ade Tahiti, Tahiti Nui over on the island of Kauai. Christian Marston and his gang over there, sponsoring over there. Nico's, of course. Lots of family fun. Live coverage on Ocean Paddler TV, of course, on our Facebook page and on our YouTube. And another young lady finishing across the line here.
This will be
canoe number 66.
This will be Tea Vaihere Kalama Poki, 16U Wahine. Nice finish from Tea. Got a nice black and red Timi right here. Nice.
Oh, I like that look. That looks fast, bro, that Timmy. Like the look of that, baby. Yeah, baby.
Nice color schemes. Got a handful of more va'a coming in to wrap up this short course.
We're going to have to check in with you a little later on those top finishing times, but you can see all the volunteers and crew helping out. Look at that lineup of beautiful V1s on the beach there. I mean, like we talked about earlier, this has just been an explosion here in the islands of V1 rudderless canoe paddling and the amount of boats available. You know, every new V1 in the hands of a paddler is not only making them better, getting them connected to the water, but a lot of them are getting the ability to kind of trickle out their old boats to somebody else. And so just having more boats on the island is fantastic.
Oh, of course. I mean, if you were to tell me this about 7 years ago, that we would have a race with over 150 V1s on the beach,
yep,
I'd probably think you're crazy.
Pretty cool, man.
I mean, this is, like I said, right, this is just a vision come true.
Some young kids on the beach there trying to learn how to paddle.
Oh.
Yeah, so these are some kids from one of the local canoe clubs over here, just kind of getting coached, learning how to paddle, just figuring out their stroke right off the top. Oh, this guy got it figured out. This guy got it figured out. Yeah, brother. So, you know, this is this area here is a practice site for a lot of clubs here in the island, including New Hope, Healani, Ke'ehi, a number of different large clubs have a practice site right here next to the race site. And so they've all been very generous about allowing all the paddlers today to park and allow everybody to kind of set up what's going on. And so just kind of making it possible for us. But we have another V1 paddler coming across the finish line in our short course. There you go, sister.
Right there.
It is a beautiful day in the ocean out here today. A little overcast. The way I like it for paddling, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Makana, I like it a little overcast, not too hot, you know.
Not too hot, not too
not
cold.
overheating out here. It is nice. All right, so we're going to be having our long course coming up here in a little bit. We actually have a lot of our paddlers on the beach, kind of getting ready for this.
On the screen now, we got canoe number 115. This is Heath Allen, 50s Connie.
He's just cruising into the finish line here. I like it.
There's no time limit. He's just taking his time, man. About to see me like that in the long course.
Yeah, brother's on tour right now. Maybe he finished already and he went back out for another lap.
I'm going to make your guys' job hard.
Yep, right there. Duke's restaurant over there on the beach at Waikiki.
They are.
All right, we're going to take a quick bow out to get some commercial break going on here, but we're going to be back with live coverage of our upcoming long course race here at Aloha Aito 6.
The Rudderless Hawai'i Va'a 2025 Aloha Aito 6 is presented by Duke's Waikiki, Keko Capital, Are Tahiti, Kupanaha for Met, Nico's Pier 38, Ocean Paddler TV, and these great supporters.
In real estate, every decision counts. Success comes to those who move fast, think smart, and take action. Keiko Capital is Hawaii's top private lender, offering the most aggressive financing solutions nationwide. Built for experienced investors, ready to scale. We fund opportunities, fuel growth, and help turn your next deal into your best deal. Don't wait. Book your free consultation today and take your investments to the next level.
If you live in the islands, your keiki or teen are no stranger to ocean sports. But have they tried outrigger paddling? With roots in Polynesia, people journey from island to island in canoes. There's nothing like the thrill of being at one with the water. Keiki and teens will meet new friends, gain a feeling of accomplishment, and have a lot of fun. And parents will be proud, cheering on their every effort. Outrigger paddling is easy to learn, and you can enjoy it your whole life. They'll experience ohana va'a, being part of the Outrigger family, with role models like Hawaiian kupuna, Uncle Kimokeo. It's time to test the waters. Let Are Tahiti find you a club or a coach to help your keiki take this inspiring journey.
There are places on this planet where the sunset truly outdoes itself. Where music is as constant as the urge to be barefoot. Where you're welcomed with love, respect, and a soundtrack. Outrigger Resorts and Hotels. Come be here.
Happiness is being in the water and finishing up at Nico's. Come on down to Nico's Pier 38. Fresh fish, plenty poke, Ono local plates, ice cold drinks, and live music every day. 3 locations to celebrate a day well spent with good friends and good grinds at Nico's. Zone Media is proud to be celebrating 20 years of Hawaiian Extreme Sports TV, Hawaii's leading action sports program. 10 years of Ocean Paddler TV, dedicated to perpetuating the sport and culture of paddling. And 5 years of What's Up, the world of stand-up paddling. Our groundbreaking and cutting-edge live broadcasts have made paddling and surfing spectator sports, showcasing Hawaii's heritage to the rest of the world. Zone Media is the world's leader in Hawaii-based action programming. Let us help you grow your business or sporting event. All right, welcome back to Aloha Aito number 6. We are live here at Ke'ehi Lagoon, and we're getting ready for the start of our long course. That's right, the big dogs are in the house. We have some of the top paddlers from not only here in Hawaii, but from around the world. Paddlers from Brazil, of course, Tahiti is here. We got a lot of great paddlers and a lot of great paddling action to come. We're looking at a course of just about 12 miles, and our event organizer slash paddler slash coach slash MC slash everything here today, he is on the boat and ready to give you the play-by-play right here. I'm seeing guys from all over. Yeah, radio. Tell them to start the race. Two-minute warning. So we're just a couple of minutes before the start here. A lot of our paddlers getting in the water, ready to go. More or less a beach start from right here. We have Daniel Chun in the house. We have paddlers from all over. I see Kikoa is here. Kua Nolan is lined up over there. Some paddlers from the Big Island. And, man, welcome into the studio, Michael Kalama, man. You are pins and needles telling him, go ahead and start this race. What's up, brother? Welcome.
Yeah, I'm ready, bro. Let's do this. This is it. We've got quite a bit of racers here, just about 75 in the long.
Wow.
So right here, this is it, guys, right behind us, long course, main event. It's going down right here in Mauliola, San Island, Oahu. So get ready, guys. We're less than 30 seconds out, but
describe to us about the course that's going to be happening here. I heard you talking to the paddlers on shore, and it's a pretty interesting course line that you've got set up.
Yeah, this course is meant for a little bit of everything. As you can see, we're going to be heading out the big pass, and we're taking a left-hand turn on a harbor buoy. So early on, it's kind of an easy way out. We kind of just get out of the pass. There's a little bit of action in that sense where, but we're off, guys. Sorry, we are live. We just started.
You can hear the horn. We just had the start here of the long course at Aloha Aito 6, and these guys are off and going. Like you said, Micah, about what, 70?
We got 75 paddlers here from all over the world at this point. We've got Tahitian paddlers, some of your top paddlers from Tahiti, trying to represent right here on the island of Oahu. This is the Mauliola Sand channel right here that we're going to be heading out. But we've got paddlers from Brazil, Hawaii, California, Florida, man, you name it. They came to battle. But super excited. We're going to head on out. Right now we've got Manutea Millon paddling his new Viper Va'a boat here. Looks like he got out in a great start. We have also Kyle Tarafao, another top paddler that came in from Team Air Tahiti, one of their captains.
I also saw Manutea Owen out there today. He's always game to go, now in the 40-plus division.
Yep. This is going to be a great race because we're going to see a lot of skill here by all of these paddlers. Some of the things we're going to run into on any given start, right, is the pack. It's going to be, look how big that line of paddlers there is. It's going to start filtering as we get out through the pass. But, it's just really exciting because people have to, really challenge themselves as they navigate this course. But currently on screen, you're viewing the leaders of the pack. Just to give you an idea for those that are watching, currently the wind conditions are side to their left side of their bodies, so it's crosswinds. It's at about 25 miles per hour, so we're in it for the wind, but it looks like a little jet stream coming out of this channel. You can see there's a little texture on the water, allowing these boats to just kind of move real nice. They don't want to go too hard in the beginning because they're going to face a lot of headwind, and but what an epic start. This is going to be a really unreal race for sure.
And, of course, that's none other than Manutea Millon out there just kind of cruising out, kind of establishing himself out there. Yep. But nice and easy paddling. I mean, he's grabbing little bumps here and there, nothing to get too excited about, but catching some boat wake as he makes his way out the channel here.
Yeah, so for those that are viewing and watching, we're actually coming out of what we call Kalihi Channel. It's just a big channel where a lot of, boats go in and out action, meaning like, there's actually a lot of ferries and trolleys and ports and cats and everything. So it's a big channel.
Yeah, it's a busy channel, like you mentioned. This is one of the entrances into Honolulu Harbor and Ke'ehi Lagoon, the Sand Island area. There is a lot of action here all day long, and so you can see we get a nice, easy start. But look at that armada of V1
look at that surf.
rudderless canoes. Isn't that cool?
You can see them. There is, because we're in a channel, there's a little bit of that surf line, so you want to try to hold it. If you can get something like that, especially coming out of this channel, I mean, you have the same advantage if you're in the front as well as if you get it from the back, because you're all going to get some texture. But this battle in the front pack is looking quite exciting, as we do see Manutea Mion is known for trying to get out of the pack. We've got none other than Kevin, CJ, Suren Drusalami is also in that second place start, and Hawaii's very own looks like Chase Vonderheim from none other than Big Island in that front pack. But man, this is going to be one epic race, as we're just about to get out of this harbor here. There's going to be, we call it markers. There's a bunch of land markers that they're going to have to go out of. They're going to definitely have to, they're being really smart in the front of the pack. They're letting the current pull them out, even though it looks like they're going into the marker. They're just using that as a way to just kind of gear themselves out.
But great surfing there on whatever little energy has been given to them, and now they're going to have to work their way out a little farther past this break and make a left turn up towards Honolulu Harbor.
Yeah, they're going to have to keep going all the way out. They're going to have to follow the red escort. That's going to be the buoy that they're going to follow. The escort that they'll follow. But they're going to hug this surf line, because anytime you're by a surf line, you get a little bit of a jet pool. Like you kind of get that current pool.
Well, basically what's happening is the water is moving, right? And as the surf pushes up on that shallow shelf, the water's got to go somewhere. So it makes its way back to the channel, and the water is kind of moving back out. And that's what these guys are using to help them work their way out into deeper water.
Yeah, I give these paddlers credit. In Hawaii, we don't really necessarily, we're called trade winds in Hawaii for a reason, And trade winds are usually relatively strong. The trades usually hold at about 25 to 30 miles per hour.
Uh-huh.
So, it takes a lot of energy and effort to kind of get out. So right now we're just watching all of these paddlers kind of navigate, and we're just trying to make sure they follow the right course in the right direction.
We're seeing a lot of representation from all over the place. I'm seeing Big Island has sent some of the boys. Daniel Chun was here.
Yeah, Daniel
I see Kainoa Tanoai, Keakua Nolan, those guys from that way back, that Livestrong team. Still some top paddlers there. Chase is here from the Big Island as well. The Tahitians, Kevin Saran Jerusalemi and Manute Milion are out in front right now, as to be expected, but there is no shortage of top-notch talent in this long course here today.
Yeah, this is going to be quite the battle that we're going to see in the front. We have a lot of talented paddlers. I mean, we're talking about, if you could rank paddlers here in Hawaii, we have some of the top Hawaii ranked paddlers, I would presume, but as well as the top Tahitian paddlers. I mean, you've got every well-known name that you could think of has tried to come to this race. Notably, Manutea Mion actually has won the Aloha Aito before previously. So to have him return, and he could be the first person to win it twice.
Awesome.
Awesome. But up front, it looks like we also have Ali'i Boy putting on a battle right there. Ali'i is no slouch. Ali'i is a young, talented paddler that it's going to be hard to fend off, and he had a great race with Manutea previous year. So as you can see right now, we're facing a lot of that texture, a lot of textury water and conditions. But what we're going to do is just try to navigate these top front paddlers here. But man, this is it, guys. This is Hawaii weather at its finest.
And this is a little rougher, I would say, than what the Tahitians are necessarily used to. And even a lot of these Big Island paddlers, they're coming from that western side of the island, a little bit flatter.
Sure.
But in today's course, it seems the way you lined it up, Micah.
Yeah.
no matter whether you're kind of just a powerful slugger kind of paddler,
Yep.
or you're that downwind surfer guy,
Yep.
or you're just kind of a tough dude that is out here to grind it out, there's something in this course for everyone.
Yeah, speaking with some of the past paddlers and some of the talent that's out there, obviously, the Te Aito is known as the warrior. It's the warrior race. But right here, to be a warrior in Hawaii waters, you got to deal with a lot of windy conditions. Some of the things that we're lucky for this course is we can kind of navigate it a little bit better right now, because right now we're seeing the first turn outside of the buoy. So we're going to turn out. We're going to make our way to Honolulu Harbor. It's slightly outside of the break, but this is what it's about. This is, Hawaii paddling. This is what we got to deal with here. And our races, I believe, are challenging,
In that last week, we've really seen the trade winds here in the islands turn back on.
Yes.
Prior to that, we had maybe a good 2, maybe even 3 weeks of
just
off and on flat wind conditions, which is what maybe a more novice or a beginner V1 paddler is really looking for. It's not as hard, but man, when you get out here into that rough water, it really takes skill and mastery of this canoe that is being steered only by our own paddles. Yep.
Yeah, and just if you were watching on screen, so in our course, as you notice, we started to hit the open water. This is where there's actually a surf run that actually heads in. So, of course, we're seeing all this texture, but in Hawaii, I mean, we're just known for choppy water.
Yeah.
We were super fortunate, in the months before, where we were able to, get a solid no wind kind of moment. And, we definitely do hope for no wind, on many of the cases. But, realistically, it's just kind of some of those things that we have to deal with in Hawaii. This is our waters, and it's a challenge, and I believe a lot of our Hawaii paddlers are up for it. They're adventurous enough
totally.
to grind it out.
And the skill level is really coming up. I mean, in years past, the OC1 was kind of the thing because you had a rudder to help you navigate this rougher water. But now, these paddlers are really embracing the level of skill that it takes to navigate a V1 rudderless canoe in this kind of water, and how much taking that challenge and improving your paddling, how much that transfers to everything else you do, whether that's steering a 6-man or whatever it might be.
Yeah, so there is a little luck because they're actually in the headwind, so it does easier to track. But with the surf is definitely things you gotta be ready for, because we're in like a little trough of waves, because we're right outside of the reef at Sand Island right here. So you can see we're making our way to Honolulu Harbor. This is gonna be our first major turn, because we're going to head on out to the Needle, and then we'll get some side wind again. But guess what? Downwind after that.
Downwind after that. And for the most part, right now, they're kind of working uphill, right?
Yep. Working uphill, they really got to kind of stick the paddle and hold the pressure. But you cannot be too lax. You cannot just go long here. You actually have to you got to pump and push, and you got to stay on it constantly, because it takes a lot of energy on this portion.
And a lot of that is working down the backside of these canoes, backside of these waves, these swells that are coming at our paddlers.
Yes.
That looks like Ko'akau right there in the green paddle, green va'a right there. But we also had just what looked like a turn of events on the front. Kevin Saran Jerusalem just pulled out a little bit in front of Chase Van Ordheim and Manutea Million. But they're still very tight. It's anybody's race at this moment, and you can hear the wind in our microphones. It is windy out here. There's another squall coming through. We just got a little douse of rain out here on the course, but great stuff. And man, you can hear it is howling. This is not easy V1 paddling. This is, as you had mentioned, this is no longer for novices or juniors. This is the real deal out here.
Yeah, this is a real test. Obviously we wish for the best when it comes to race days, but when you pull a permit, you kind of make do.
Yes, sir.
It felt like it was definitely reasonable and doable. We're out here, we're battling. You just have to sit in the moment, and some of our paddlers gotta learn to just kind of take what's given to them.
Yes.
It's not gonna be the easiest course, So a lot of times we're going to have to like navigate the water the best we can. But, you know, like again, Hawaii waters and conditions are absolutely nothing like a lot of other places, you know.
Yeah, and that's what makes for this big, not only downwind, but a big ocean culture here. It's downwinding, it's surfing, it's sailing, it's all here right here in Hawaii, and that's why places like the Maliko Run, the Hawaii Kai Run, the Kaiwi Channel, Pailolo Channel are just known worldwide by ocean enthusiasts as the real proving ground for what you got. And so we're getting a slice of it here today.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we're going to get another killer slice of it with a unreal Hawaii Kai Run all the way down into Ke'ehi here at and finishing off in Staten Island. I'm looking forward to that race tomorrow as well.
Yeah, you know what? It's like we call it the grind. You know, like you get out here, you're grinding. A lot of people don't want to stay inside and do two rounds on the triangle. You know, they want this, and you know, I asked a bunch of the paddlers, like, hey, like, kind of get a little consensus, and they're like, you know what, let's go. Like, we came to race, we're here, so let's do it. And you know what? It's obviously proving that it's manageable. These paddlers are absolutely top tier, but to take on the long course, you know, is definitely a challenge, and it can be daunting for some. But you know, for a lot of paddlers, you know, they're willing to put up and battle and try the course, you know.
Yeah, and you know, you're going to see that those real higher level paddlers at the front of the pack, and they've been in these kind of situations before, they're navigating it, they're almost going to make it look easy. And in this same course, you're going to see the guys that are really kind of stretching themselves today, kind of pushing their skill level and their skill limits. They might be at the back of the pack, but a great opportunity for racing for everybody.
Yeah, you know, you come out and try to take on the challenge. So this outside course is about 4.5 miles.
Okay.
So you're grinding for 4.5 miles. You know, the goal is to get to the needle. You get to the needle, you kind of find a little bit cleaner water, and then it's like almost like a downhill back, but it's a little bit of, you gotta be kind of playing the wind and playing the
because it's not straight downhill.
Yeah, this battle though in the top three is insane. It is stroke for stroke, one stroke for one stroke. This is what you call top tier elite paddling.
Right here.
This is insane to see this kind of battle. Like, these guys are not going to give up. They're going to keep pushing to the very end, and it's going to look like this for the next 1 hour.
But this is the kind of stuff that Hawaii paddlers see on YouTube of what happens in Tahiti.
Yep.
And the cool part of it is it's happening right here with nothing other than Honolulu on the backdrop.
Yeah.
And these guys are crushing it right now.
You know, we just saw Chase like do a quick bail. Chase is, you know, playing the smart route, you know, because you don't want to sit with too much water as you're trying to navigate this turn. Just get there, get to the buoy, hit the turn, shoot it straight out. So, you know, this is definitely coming out to be a battle right here. But look at Chase, man. He's just right back in it. And we've got none other than Kevin, CJ. And so we got CJ out at front with Manutea Millon. And then right behind him is Chase Vonderheim. And then outside of that, looks like we got a few other paddlers, you know, that are trying to make their way, either kind of pick the line, you know, because Honolulu Harbor is right in sight. There's a green marker buoy that they're gonna turn on. The thing about these races, like every other place that you go into that has ports or channels, there's a sail cruise that's going out, a cruise ship liner that's leaving, and then later on at 12 o'clock there's another one coming in. So, you know, just navigating the traffic and whatnot is some things that we got to deal with. But man, check this battle out.
Look at
Spencer Allen right here. He's vying for a 4th place position, as well as a few other.
Daniel Chun in there?
Daniel Chun. It looks like Nate Loyola, just slightly back of that pack. And then I'm trying to get visuals on a few others. But, man, this is the grueler. This is the race of races, you know.
That's Kainoa Tanawai inside in a pink.
Yeah, I see Kainoa. Kainoa is using Nate's Nemesis. Man, putting out some beautiful canoes as well. And, you know, just love the stoke, the fact that we've got all these V1 paddlers kind of challenging themselves and putting themselves to the test because, hey, man, this is V1 in Hawaii.
Welcome to the win, gang. Love it. Well, you can kind of see the swell direction coming at them. It's always easier when you're either straight into it or straight out of it, right?
Yeah.
In a V1, it's a little bit easier. Kind of straight.
It's kind of like it's pushing like right on them, but it's kind of hitting the right side, so it's taking them into the harbor, and that's actually a better direction because the swell is pushing away, so it'll keep you riding over the back instead of chasing down.
Right there in that red 5-4, that's the young Spencer Allen, who was second place at the 19U.
Te'aito this past year that we called. So Spencer, again, proving to be a force on the V1, and this kid is a battler. He put up a great race in Te'aito, first time going there and racing. But that's the second pack. In the second pack, there's about 10 Va'a there, and they're all vying for that 4th, 5th, 6th spot. So currently, right now, in your lead, we've got Manutea Mion, followed by Kevin, CJ, and then Chase Vonderheim. So, man, you know what? It's just going to show, like, Hawaii paddlers are moving on up on the V1 world, on the skill. It was introduced to us, many years ago, but I think now everybody is absolutely realizing that if you want to become an overall, all-around, top-notch paddler, V1 is absolutely the thing.
You've got to have a V1 in your quiver.
Yeah.
You've got to have a V1 in your quiver and make it a big part of what you do, for sure. But I think it's also a testament that, like you were mentioning, like Kevin Saranger Silemi and Manutea Milion are like top level paddlers in Tahiti. They are, easily top half, top 10. And to have Hawaii paddlers just like nipping at their heels, you've really seen this, like you mentioned, in the last 5 years, even more so post-COVID, where guys really, got back into paddling and were willing to kind of lay down that extra investment in a V1 canoe. And I've really seen it blow up, thanks in a lot of part to guys like yourself for making that happen.
Yeah, I'm super fortunate to have been brought a part of the V1 experience, probably going on about 12 years. We've mentioned it before, but to have the V1 in the quiver changes your game so much in a 6-man, and really that's the thing about the V1 is the opportunity to utilize the V1 for the entire crew to understand what the 6-man can do for you. The 6-man is if everyone can steer in the boat, you all have the same feeling, the same type of energy, and the same type of releases, and you just get really good composure as well in the boat too, because you all can manage, because not everything's going to go your way on a V1. But right here on screen, we have Kevin just inside of our screen.
That white Phi?
Yeah, on the white Phi. On the outside, we have Manutea Mignon, and close behind, we saw Chase. He's actually took on a little bit of water earlier, but you know what? He's just muscling through like Chase does, Brad. Chase is an absolute
He's a beast,
great paddler, but that's a Viper Vaz Venom boat that they just sent over specific for this race, and got it here to have some of the team from Viper to use and race with. But man, just unreal, just what an opportunity.
Yeah, Manutea Milion over there in the blue and yellow canoe. Manutea, again, an Aito winner, Aloha Aito winner, and this guy is just technician, smooth paddler. It was great to see him with an amazing finish at the World Sprints this last year. Remember how he kind of and
came up from behind.
Yeah, came up from behind. Great paddler there, but watching these three guys just grind it out in this uphill. I can't wait to see what guys like CJ and Chase and Manutea are going to be doing on the downwind section of this course.
Yeah, so I'll tell you, the hard part, I believe, on this front part of the course is done. They fought through that upwind kind of grueling grind. They're going to make a right-hand turn on this green buoy that's right in front of them. So the green buoy in the front of them, they're gonna turn out, take a right, and when they take this right, they're gonna head straight out to the needle buoy. So here they are. They're going to make their way out. Right
just in front of them. They're about 100 yards from the turn right now. These are our 3 leaders, first, second, third. They're going to, as Michael was saying, make a right turn, and there is a needle buoy, which is like a head buoy of this whole channel. It's way out there. It's kind of a real tall buoy, and at that point, they'll turn again. It's probably maybe about a quarter mile to a half mile out to that tall needle buoy, they call it, and then they're going to turn their way and make their way back in from whence they have come.
Yeah, so just right here, as you can see, we're going to go ahead and, make our way around and, turn here, get outside of this buoy and head straight to the needle. Man, just what an epic day right here. As you can see, the wind gust kind of backed off. We all of a sudden don't have too much wind gust, so we're super fortunate not to have to worry about that. So.
And it's interesting to see sometimes, even way out here, just off the coastline, how the valleys shape the gusts the pockets of wind that hit the coastline. Also, you saw earlier we had a little bit of rain. That was a squall, and some of that rain that we had was that leading edge of that squall that brought that wind. And so now they're kind of settling in right here, doing this little outside course. And look at Manutea Milion try to be surfing out here. He is so quick to capitalize on anything given to him in the water, even if by an escort boat.
Yeah, so here we go. We've got a whole bunch of our paddlers now rounding it out. They're going to round out and head straight out to the needle. As they make it out to the needle, it's going to be another pin right-hand turn. And, man, just awesome. You can see they're going to be heading up into a little bit of surf. But as you can see right here, that's your pack. So up front, we have Manutea Milion, followed by Kevin CJ. Right behind is none other than Chase Vonderheim. And then close behind, we see a lot of our other paddlers kind of filling in the pack. But in my opinion, is kind of like out of the way for most of these guys. But we still got a separation about a good mile between first and last place. So
that was fast. You can see how quickly these guys build up a mile lead, but it's almost kind of like a semi surf out scenario right here going on with these paddlers.
Yeah, a little bit of a pool, a little bit of a opportunity to kind of just let it move, and just keep us out of that wind direction as well, because as you can tell, when we were closer down to the reef line, the wind was heavy.
Yes.
But as we get out into the open ocean, it misses, because now we're out of that mountain gap, and then we're also kind of like a little bit more in the open water. So, of course, as you know, sometimes it'll get extra windy, or sometimes it'll just back off.
And so are you thinking maybe as we make our way back into that channel, we're going to have these guys fighting upwind once again?
You know what? So I think they'll have a little bit of fight coming upwind, but as you can see, they're going to be working with a little bit of something. There's a little bit of this downhill swell action, but they're going to have to point their nose deep down right, back to almost like as if they're going into the smaller pass. But, man.
A lot of paddling on the left side.
So you can see the full separation here between all these paddlers. But looks like we got, I believe that's Peku Maifano, just right inside of Allen here, Spencer. But
Spencer Allen there in the red canoe. We're right there next to us. That's Spencer Allen, young local paddler. And there's Peku right there in that blue Ama, gray canoe.
Man, I'm kind of curious. I'm wondering if Chase might be taking on some water in his va'a. I don't know if it maybe just had something happen in there where he's been taking on quite a bit of water. So he could have been, it was borrowed in the previous course, so not sure what might have happened, but hopefully nothing, major. If he takes on too much water, that's a lot to deal with. But Chase and Maifano had an epic battle on Kauai the other weekend, where they said it was no less than like a 10-second battle to the finish. So
wow.
But on screen, what a beautiful backdrop.
Look at this young man, Spencer Allen. He is closing down on the leaders.
Yeah,
I want to say
cooking, bro. He's cooking.
He's closed that gap here between them and the leaders. And you can see there's there's some texture that these guys are using out here to surf for sure. If you watch our leaders, you see some great little techniques using whatever water is being offered to them up here by the ocean. And our top 5 are looking steady, headed out to the Needle Buoy here. And it'll be just a few hundred yards more before they make another right-hand turn and head back into the main channel.
Yeah, this is, this is incredible to have this opportunity to see all of these top paddlers, take on our course. Check out the right. We have hump whales to our right. A bunch of...
Wow, right here at the turn,
like
we got humpback whales.
Yeah,
they're going to be right in our courseway as they turn down.
4 big boys, man. This is wild. They're just a pod, crazy ocean right now.
Yeah, welcome to the ocean, pal.
We are in the middle of the channel right outside of Honolulu Harbor. So we exited Honolulu Harbor. Everyone is making their way on up. I see looks like the last couple of boats are about, I would say, close to a mile back right now, Kalai.
Yep. There's a big gap between first and last, as there is a big gap in experience and talent and all of those other things in this course. But every paddler is going to be getting something different out of this course and giving something different here. But it's great to see the different paddling styles, the different techniques. Some guys that are more like classic, just grinding it out. Some paddlers that are more finessing their way through it. Some are better surfers. Some are just big, tough, strong guys. And we're going to see what is going to be giving them the advantage here as they get ready to turn this Needle Buoy. And we're coming out there. This, what we're calling the Needle Buoy, is basically the head buoy for the Honolulu Harbor main channel coming in here. This is, we're right outside downtown Honolulu, outside of Kaka'ako and the industrial district, the financial district here in Honolulu. And it is beautiful water here and great paddling by these competitors.
Yeah, we've got, right now it's starting to get a lot more manageable, less of that wind. So you can kind of like ease off, get a little bit more comfortable again, because previous to this, man, it was a grind.
It was an uphill grind.
Yeah, you had to really had to put in the effort to get back out to this needle. But this is what it's about. We're about to see I think
another drone. Yep, it's great to see this turn down. We're going to see another set of conditions and how these paddlers do it. But again, mahalo out to our sponsors for making this race even possible today. Nico's and Duke's, Coast Ocean Paddler, Are Tahiti, Timmy Va'a, and just especially big mahalo out to Are for making sure that there's representation from all over the planet in today's Aloha Aito.
Yeah, we're so fortunate, but like you said, definitely a ton of sponsors to go ahead and thank. But again,
but look at the action here in the leaders. If we can get, we have Kevin Saran Jerusalemi and Manute Milion just putting on a surfing clinic. 2 of the best guys to even do it, but we want to make sure we're not giving them too much wake to surf.
We got to get up. They're surfing our wake.
Yeah, we got to.
Keep going, follow. We got to go in. He's going to get his drone. Take him in. They're going to follow us. Don't worry about the whales. We got to take these paddlers to the big channel. Can't worry about the drone.
Screen right now is just behind the leaders. A great pack of paddlers making their way downhill, and there's definitely surf to be had here.
we're getting that opportunity. This is what we're talking about, though. This is the surf that, we're going to be able to witness here as these paddlers make their way back to the main channel. So we're going back to the big channel here. What we do need to do is obviously just guide these paddlers back to their location so that way they can make their line. But currently, it's just a good opportunity for these paddlers. Look at this. Great line.
Man, I mean, what an opportunity to see two paddlers like.
Back to the main channel, yeah. The big channel.
The main one, the outside one?
Yeah, that same one they turned on.
The same one they turned on. All right. And what a treat to be getting to see. Like, this is the that is Emilion on your left, Kevin Saran, Jerusalem on your right. And just the two ways these gentlemen are playing the water, two of the best ever to do it. And right behind them, a big whale has just breached. Right in the course, whales. Let's hope all of our paddlers stay safe. Right in the course line. Wow. Micah, how cool. That's the ancestors came to watch this happen. But
unreal thing, guys. But we've got a whole bunch of whales kind of crossing through the course right now, just tracking out. So right now we're doing some checks. We've got 75 paddlers here in this course. This is Aloha Aito number 6 here. These paddlers are making their way back down to, again, the main channel here. As we make our way back to the channel we exited, that's the plan here.
It's so interesting, Micah, to see these paddlers be playful with it. They're using whatever's out there to their advantage. They're kind of what I noticed too is that they don't like to be next to each other because how much movement they might have to take, right?
In a matter of 3 or 4 seconds, you could just gain about 30 yards to go one way,
right.
and go the other.
And so if you got a canoe next to you, you run the hazard of having a collision. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. You want to make sure you kind of give yourself some room. But these paddlers are awesome. They're technicians, But right there on screen, looks like we have, I believe, none other than
Makana. Is that no?
So this is a battle between Heitini and the other. Both two Timmies on there, both Tahitian paddlers just battling it out. We have Hakatini there, and then also Heitini Owen. Looks like they're both battling right there. None other than Manutea Owen's son and Hakatini Huiti, who came here last year and won the short course, I believe, if I recollect correctly. So what an epic opportunity for us to be a part of this. So as you can see, we're letting these paddlers kind of navigate this open channel here back to the head buoy, if you will, the main channel marker buoy. They're going to make their way back in, and man, just super excited.
Hey.
There, go that way. We're
that
way,
guys. Right. You're in there.
Way.
Where are you going? You're over there. No, the same buoy you came out and turned on.
Just go to their line. Can you tell him to go to the screen? Currently you have Chase Vonderheim there just on screen, kind of trying to make moves here. So they have found the escort lead is right there with the red flag. So they're kind of trying to get back on track here as we're going to get that crosswind once again as we get into the channel. So what a crazy change in condition in a matter of half a mile.
If that, a quarter mile. It was just an abrupt change, and now these paddlers are paddling almost side to the wind, and then they're going to be in the wind with the way that the channel and the area funnels it out. Big honus on the surface out here. We got the whole deal going on.
Yeah, so right now it's just we're just kind of watching as these paddlers start to make their way back into the big pass. So, man, this is gonna be a good battle here as we still have some downwind surf happening for a lot of these paddlers. You can see there's now that cross channel though, so it's pushing a little bit to the left and a little bit to the right. But yeah, here we go, man. This is it. Coming back in is gonna be.
Wow, look at those conditions, how they just changed it. You could feel it out here. The wind is on. We're trying to land a drone on the boat as we have Manutea Milion and Kevin Saran Jerusalem closing in on our camera boat here.
Okay, go to the hose.
All right. Okay.
All right, guys.
Holding down the camera, getting it all done. It's a little foggy there, but we're going to get some help.
Yeah, so right now, the conditions have went from pretty smooth out at the needle buoy, but now they're trying to surf back into the main channel. So we've got our lead escort back in front. We've got a battle between Chase, Kevin, CJ, and then as well as Manutea Mion. So now that they have picked off the main boat again, we can kind of work our way back in. So
right there on your screen, that's Manutea Milion. Off to his left, out of frame, will be Kevin Saran Jerusalemi, and just behind him in that red Mako, I believe, that is Chase Van Nordheim. And they are making their way into the harbor again. I'm sure these guys are just tripping out on these conditions and how much it's changing and where the escort boats are going and all that. But like any experienced paddlers, they just grinding it out. They're just doing their best. But right now, it's 1,000 strokes on the left kind of deal,
Yeah, I will tell you though, this is just how it is. They're just trying to kind of navigate the course, but as you can see inside, we have our red lead boat just slightly in front of us. So they're gonna get back on course. That's who they're gonna go ahead and follow. So just stay tuned, guys. We're gonna come back into the main Ke'ehi channel, and yeah, it's gonna be a good one.
Still just about the same three paddlers battling out for the top, but that's that next little group behind.
And here we go on screen.
Again, a great shot of Manutea Milion.
Yeah, this is a typical Hawaii weather.
Yeah,
Hawaii.
not so common in French Polynesia. I mean, they have this kind of weather, but
yeah, for
not,
sure.
not on the regular like us.
Yeah, for sure.
And it is a lot of paddling on one side, trying to combat the wind. But like anything, it's being able to propel the canoe forward as best as possible. We're gonna fix your view here a little bit. We're a little bit out of focus, a little bit dirty lens. All right, we're back. Okay, everybody's out of their seats. They're standing up. It's all exciting.
Man,
boy,
it's just exciting. We're seeing some of the best paddling here in Hawaii. The conditions, when you call it an Aito, is definitely a warrior race, because this was by no means the easy course. This is as tough as it gets here. But here we go. We're making our way back into the main channel. As we make our way back in, now when they get back in, guess what? They have to do the short course.
Yeah,
So
the short course. So it's kind of like a weird, like figure eight kind of deal you got going on here. It's kind of cool, and they're going to do the same course that we saw in the earlier race today. So it's going to be exciting. We're going to be show you real quick the course. So this is Aloha Aito long course. We've come out we've made that 2 right turns.
We're right there.
We're right there.
That's where we are, right
Coming
at that
around.
triangle. So we made the first triangle. So we're coming back in. We're at that very first triangle. So as we make our way down, we'll get a good opportunity to touch base with people, see what's going on because, man, it's been some challenging conditions.
And given the conditions, this race is
tough.
Happening pretty quickly.
It is.
It's moving along fast. These guys are way farther along this course than I would think they would have been after this much time.
Yeah, you know what? This is exactly how we I kind of think this is how we pictured it a little bit. I think this is how we pictured it a little bit, but this is great. I think let him cross you.
All right, again, you're seeing our leaders grinding it out coming into this channel. If you have never been on a V1 rudderless canoe, it is challenging. It is not easy to make this va'a that has no steering mechanism in it go where you want it to go. It's challenging for sure.
So currently on the race guys right here, they're just coming into this back into the main channel, back into the main pass. All right, guys, here we go. So
still with our leaders,
yeah.
Monete Milion and Kevin Serran, Jerusalem.
And then right behind him, we got Chase still hunting him down, trying to stick to the pack. So we did come out to the open channel, and we were coming back in from the needle and head buoy, but we had to switch escort boats just for the safety purposes. So we circled back around and swapped escorts, and now we got back into our lead escort. Conditions were a lot more challenging, than forecasted. Obviously, we're working into that midday hour, Kalai, so we're getting it all.
It's always the windiest, right? It's always the windiest right here in the middle of the day in Hawaii. We got the sun on, though, and these guys are going to have to come in, and they'll have a nice little downwind section that I'm looking forward to once they make that left-hand turn, headed down along the runway towards Lagoon Drive. So that'll be happening in just about another, half a mile to 3/4 of a mile. But it is a grind out here right now. This is not easy paddling. It is a lot of work right now, but these guys are definitely up for the challenge.
Yeah, it looks like there was a little bit of a change here with your top five. We did see Kainoa Tanawai make some moves, and I think it was just because of that head buoy. I think coming off that needle, it kind of opens up, so you're trying to find your line, But yeah, right now it's looking like it's starting to get a lot of cross wind and cross channel, So it's definitely not easy to navigate.
And it may be that new boat that Kainoa is in, or just that he's a big dude. There's a lot of weight in that boat right now, and it's harder for the ocean to push him around. Whereas a lighter guy like Spencer, he's going to be a lot more lively and have extra work trying to control that canoe. So
I definitely would agree. Having that be the potential problem for sure. If it's too light, might not be the best.
Right.
Sometimes light isn't always fastest, and especially with our types of conditions here in Hawaii. But this right here, guys, this is a battle. This is coming back into Kalihi Channel here as we make our way in. Right here on screen, we've got
That's Daniel Chun, I think.
Daniel Chun, yep, it looks like. And then Maifano, and then just slightly inside of him, I believe, is, again, Spencer Allen. So what a great, epic battle here as we keep our way on this course and keep moving here.
We're going to be using our drone to work us back towards our leaders here, but that's Spencer Allen right there you're seeing with the plane taking off in the background, heading back towards Honolulu International Airport. Spencer Allen, young local boy. Right there you have Kainoa Tanawai, and just outside of him, who do you think that is?
I'm trying to kind of get an idea, but I believe that's Peku right there. So my whānau, I think, just in the course right now. So coming from Kauai and Big Island, so it's a Big Island Kauai battle there. But
now on screen, we got some other hard to tell from these angles.
Looks like I believe that might be. I believe that's going to be. Might be another Tahitian paddler that just came in. I can't get a good visual on that, But right here, guys, they're coming back into the channel that we exited out previously. So we're making our way back in. Again, on screen, you got Kainoa Tanawai to the right, just inside Peku. Just trying to battle it out. And it looks like this is, again, is the top 5 position, roughly. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be battling for 5th place here. In front of us, we still have that leaders in the pack. Manuteo Millon, Kevin, CJ, Chase Vonderheim just pushing in really quickly here as we make our way back into the inlet. I think that the paddlers are gonna be a little bit relieved to come back inside of here actually, but it's a grinder. There's still a good 5 miles left.
That there's a second grinder coming up, right? That uphill section as you work Mauka alongside Lagoon Drive, what some people call the Seaplane Alley. But yeah, we're back in live here. That's Chase Van Arnheim in 3rd place right here from Hawaii. Again, we've been seeing him bail a lot lately.
Yeah.
He's somehow taking water in this canoe. And look at that. He's coming basically to a dead stop and having to get off. That has got to be challenging, not only physically, but mentally for him as well.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Chase, as strong as a paddler it is, you definitely kind of don't want to run into issues like that. Unfortunately, this ball was used previously in the short course, so hopefully no issues. But again, he's been powering through. He's got one of the cleanest, strongest strokes that you could have for a paddler, but let alone a V1 paddler with all that energy. But man, we got a whole list of paddlers coming in right here on screen. Kainoa Tanawai again, Spencer Allen, followed by 3 others in 5 boats. But I believe we might have we had another Viper Va'a there in screen. So this is just looking to be like one of those smokers, coming back in. And I mean, I'm not sure if I would want to be on a OC1 or a V1 because Hawaii paddlers tend to want to be on the OC1s. But even with these conditions, I would. I like this idea for the V1, being able to kind of muscle through the chop and not have to navigate, because a lot of the OC1s are very, very light.
And on your screen here, we have Manuteo Millon still in the lead, just being pursued directly behind by Kevin Saran Jerusalemi. 2 tough paddlers, 2 totally different body styles. Millon, long and slim, right? He's got kind of a big, relaxed stroke. Known for his ability to kind of jump on every little bump and make it happen. And behind him is Kevin Saran Jerusalemi, a little bit bigger guy, but also known for being one of the better steersmen out in the islands.
Yeah, and we all know, I mean, Kevin is a super strong paddler, super talented. We watched him and we covered the Hawaii Nui, and we saw him do some miracle things.
On day 3 coming around the reef at Bora Bora, and how he steered his team from Huahine into the lead, that was incredible.
Yeah, that was incredible. And, just the amount of skill set that he possesses is something everyone can learn from and watch and see. But right here on screen, we've got a few other paddlers. Unfortunately, a lot of the numbers that are getting reflected are a little bit challenging for us to see on our screen, but it looks like 179. That's going to be none other than Manuteo Owen in that Viper Va'a, and just outside of him, I believe, is 221. That's going to be that's Heneri Ishner.
Nice.
Heneri Yeah, not a stranger to this race. He definitely has come in support, and I had a feeling that was him. I didn't realize he had a Kamanu boat, but he's on that, and just right there on screen you see.
But that is classic Manutea Owen right there. You know, picking it up, slowing in. He's constantly playing the water. There's no time that he drifts off mentally. You know, he's always in there battling. Spencer Owen right there again in the red canoe to your right, no shirt, followed by Kainoa Tanawai. And just like a moment ago, Spencer was behind him where Kainoa had kind of passed him in that rougher water.
Yeah,
but here comes the young man grinding it away. And two totally different body styles. I mean, Spencer is probably tall and skinny, maybe a $150 soaking wet, something like that.
Yeah.
Whereas, you know, Kainoa Tanawai is just probably the biggest paddler out there. He's got to be 6'5", 260.
Yeah, he's a big brother, but man, it's
Yeah,
just
what a
so
great
good to see him
technician,
come
too.
back and try to battle here with Aloha Aito happening right now. You know, we're super fortunate to have that opportunity, but we're coming back into the triangle for the inside. A little bit relief coming in here. You know, you just kind of like have to be, you know, happy you're making your way here. But we see some movement. Everyone's just cutting this corner. It is a little bit shallow.
Are they allowed to cut the corner?
Yeah. So we're just coming back in. There's no need to go around anything else. This is the marker. We just need to come in and make this turn. But this is perfectly fine right here.
Be careful. It's kind of low tide right there. Coming around this little motu out here in off Sand Island in the Mokawea area.
Yeah, I definitely want to get some numbers here for this pack, but so here we go, guys. Just having some big deep battles here. Your top 3 paddlers are no less than 20 seconds apart from each other, and then there's a good pack of about 8 paddlers just slightly behind. So I mean, just awesome to see. It's great to be a part of this event, and I think a little bit of relief. You can see some of that like relaxation now that they come in
like,
here.
we're back in the lagoon,
Yeah,
right? We're back, it's a little cleaner. We got it down.
If you went out there and managed, this is no problem,
Yep. But don't forget, coming up here in just about maybe 3/4 of a mile is going to be an uphill grinder.
Yeah, so seaplane is always quite the challenge, Seaplane is not easy, but looks like Ali'i Boy just right here in this pack. In front of us, we're coming past the jet ski stand. This is where our Keiki kids took their turn. And our Keiki kids had the windiest time, I think.
Yeah, they just had that
morning.
squall come through, that little mini storm of rain and wind right when they started their race. But, yep, this is a fun portion of this race right here, I think. What don't you think?
Yeah, I think this is it. This is the part where you kind of get to a little bit of run here. You can see the movement coming into this corner here. It's just going real nice, So you got to take advantage of it. All the little opportunities, like you said. So a lot of the paddlers, coming on the inside, take a water break. Just kind of take a breather. So, yeah, just exactly what we're looking for.
Little downhill section here as they make their way along the inside. So this is going to be heading west down the coastline of Oahu. If you are familiar with the area, they're making their way back again towards that stake fire crash area. That's Le'ahi, Diamond Head in the background. The jet ski barge there, and we're panning forward towards our leaders. That's Inedi Ishner right there with the orange hat, black shirt. He's having a good race today. Another technician. What about the ski? The ski can't happen. A little bit of bump there. We're continuing to watch paddlers as they're coming along this inside section of the course. We're going to continue with our live coverage. We're heading back down the pack a little bit to assist with our paddlers and try to get a view of what's going on with the rest of the pack. So we're going to drop back right now, relying on our other vessels to give us coverage of live of the front of the pack. But right now we're checking out what's happening a little bit back and continue to see this race course or the racers stretched out along the course. But beautiful paddling all across the spectrum today. We're going to kind of shift it on this boat, and what a fun day of paddling it's been out here. We're again in the Ke'ehi Lagoon area, just offshore of Honolulu Harbor. 75 entries here for the long course of the Aloha Aito, seeing some of the best in the world. Again, as we left them, it was Kevin Saran, Jerusalemi, and Manutea Milion vying for first place. Just behind them, from here in the islands, we had Chase von Arnheim and another bunch of paddlers, a group of about 8 just behind our leaders. So we're looking for great times and excitement, and it's a pretty interesting course out here all along. A kind of a cool figure 8, getting just a variety of different challenges and different course types as we continue to come along here. So we're going to throw right now, as we get ourselves back in sync, we're going to send it out to a quick commercial and thank all of our sponsors making today's Aloha Aito 6 a possibility. Mahalo.
The Rudderless Hawai'i Va'a 2025 Aloha Aito 6 is presented by Duke's Waikiki, Keko Capital, Are Tahiti, Kupanaha for Met, Nico's Pier 38, Ocean Paddler TV, and these great supporters.
In real estate, every decision counts. Success comes to those who move fast, think smart, and take action. Keiko Capital is Hawaii's top private lender, offering the most aggressive financing solutions nationwide. Built for experienced investors, ready to scale. We fund opportunities, fuel growth, and help turn your next deal into your best deal. Don't wait. Book your free consultation today and take your investments to the next level.
If you live in the islands, your keiki or teen are no stranger to ocean sports. But have they tried outrigger paddling? With roots in Polynesia, people journey from island to island in canoes. There's nothing like the thrill of being at one with the water. Keiki and teens will meet new friends, gain a feeling of accomplishment, and have a lot of fun. And parents will be proud, cheering on their every effort. Outrigger paddling is easy to learn, and you can enjoy it your whole life. They'll experience ohana va'a, being part of the outrigger family, with role models like Hawaiian kupuna, Uncle Kimokeo. It's time to test the waters. Let Are Tahiti find you a club or a coach to help your keiki take this inspiring journey.
There are places on this planet where the sunset truly outdoes itself. Where music is as constant as the urge to be barefoot. Where you're welcomed with love, respect, and a soundtrack. Outrigger Resorts and Hotels. Come be here.
Happiness is being in the water and finishing up at Nico's. Come on down to Nico's Pier 38. Fresh fish, plenty poke, Ono local plates, ice cold drinks, and live music every day. 3 locations to celebrate a day well spent. with good friends and good grinds at Nico's. Zone Media is proud to be celebrating 20 years of Hawaiian Extreme Sports TV, Hawaii's leading action sports program. 10 years of Ocean Paddler TV, dedicated to perpetuating the sport and culture of paddling. And 5 years of What's Up, the world of stand-up paddling. Our groundbreaking and cutting-edge live broadcasts have made paddling and surfing spectator sports, showcasing Hawaii's heritage to the rest of the world. Zone Media is the world's leader in Hawaii-based action programming. Let us help you grow your business or sporting event. All right, we're back live on the course. We headed back a little bit to check out on some of our other paddlers back in the course, and we definitely have a bit of a gap between some of the paddlers behind us now and our leaders, which we're going to assume are still Kevin Saran, Jerusalem, Manutea Milion, and Chase Van Ordheim from Hawaii. And so it's kind of cool to be able to get some footage of these other paddlers, and now we're going to kind of take a little bit of a shortcut and head off our leaders as they approach the finish line coming into the sands at Sand Island.
Yeah, check out this shot. That's a drone shot of Mokuea. And there's a lot of malama that's happening from New Hope Canoe Club as well as the other various canoe clubs that go in Malamata area. They really go and try to preserve this area. They make it absolutely breathtaking, for us to enjoy and view. But right now we're making our way back in. We've got maybe about 1.75 miles of a gap between the middle of the pack and the top of the pack, because the surfing was absolutely, fire for some of these paddlers. But right here on screen, we've got, looks like a couple of our paddlers, Mike Brennan, I believe, and then there's Jamin there, Ke'ehi Lagoon on there, and then none other than right in front is going to be Rudderless Hawai'i Aloha paddler. That's a Valentina Nebarger right there, right on screen in that beautiful
nice
red and orange Timmy Va'a. Just a real strong paddler. I love to see how she's looking, because that's the first wahine I see here, but there might be maybe one ahead of them. I'm not too sure, so I would love to see how that looks between these wahine. But there is Valentina right there on screen. Man, she's having a great race. Can see just clean, awesome pressure.
Yeah,
real
girl.
Steady, getting it.
Nice, and they're going to be working their way up to that turn that we were filming earlier, taking that left and working their way down towards Lagoon Drive. Right now, our leaders are in that uphill slugfest portion of this whole broadcast, and they are working hard. We're going to try to meet them as they round the corner towards the marina and see them head into a stellar finish line. But again, drone is up, and you can see kind of how this second half of this kind of almost figure eight course that we have, it's like double triangles, kind of like a figure eight, and pretty soon we're looking at our leaders coming around that corner right there and making their way up along this mooring field of sailboats.
Yeah, so you got, this course was meant to be challenging. We didn't want people to come away from far away and not have a challenge, if you will. And today, it was the challenge.
Definitely a challenge today.
Here we are. We're just making our way, again, back into the big channel here. We're going to go try catch up with our leaders. They're coming up the back path of the airport. So previous, when you guys were watching on the short course, they have entered the short course, and they are basically probably 1/3 into the short course. They've got 2/3 left. So probably no more than 30 minutes, and we'll be crowning the top champ for Aloha Aito 6.
And we should be panning left here and be able to see that's a turn they're going to make. One of our boats headed out to the island, but as we fly down this pathway, you can see here the wind is coming straight with the direction of the drone that we're flying. We're going with the wind, and our paddlers are paddling up into the wind, and it looks like we may have them in sight here.
Yeah, so
our leaders.
check out this drone footage, though. That's for those viewing and watching our course. To the right, it's going to be our airport. That's a Honolulu airport there.
Lagoon Drive.
Yep, Lagoon Drive. So, it's referred to as Seaplane for a lot of
Seaplane Alley.
Yeah, Seaplane, so, and as you can see right there is our lead escort that's channeling our paddlers in. So we're going to kind of catch up with them, finish up the course, and get it going. So what a epic race day, but what a battle we're having, Kalai. We're going to catch up, guys. If you're tuning in, big mahalo to all of our sponsors, especially Duke's Waikiki for, sponsoring us for this past 9 years, Kalai.
Wow.
They've been dedicated their days or their years for us, and just being a part of this entire V1 and V6
Mahalo,
process.
Mahalo to Dukes, man. If you are ever in Waikiki and you need a drink on the beach there, that is the only place to go,
Yeah, that's definitely it. As well as, again, another big sponsor for us is Keiko Capital investment group that, really we align to a lot of their values and things for their company. So they've partnered up and they've decided to help sponsor the entire day two.
Wow.
Just kind of helping us pay for, obviously the escorts and the T-shirts and process and things like that. But, and also just to shout out to all of our other sponsors, Ocean Paddler TV for obviously hosting us, giving us this live coverage, Kupanaha Products, who's done all of our backdrops and helped us with all of our awards and lays and just all the things that gives us that little touches for making this event so special. None other than Tahiti Nui, so Tahiti Nui Bar on Kauai, obviously just giving all of that aloha to us. Nico's Pier 38 for stepping in and supporting us as well. Tali Fit from Tahiti, sending us some goodies and just helping financial aspects of things, as well as Island Paddler for all of the Keiki goodie bags that they're going to get. Palafamala, Nalu Gear, Viper Va'a, and of course Evolve Physical Therapy. So Evolve Hawaii, run by Alex and her team, just really thankful for their medical support. And can't forget Timmy Va'a. But also, just in general, we also got a last-minute sponsor, and just people want to be a part of it. So even Red Bull stepped in here.
Nice.
Here's 2 containers of Red Bulls for you guys. Keep your energy up. I'm working on 3 hours of sleep, so I'm going to need one when I get
3 hours in the last 3 days,
Let's
right?
do it.
Again, you're back here with our leaders, and you can see how they're working their way upwind along that Lagoon Drive area, Seaplane Alley. That is the Honolulu International Airport to your left, and it is 2 familiar faces to the lead right there. That's Kevin Saran Jerusalemi in second place, and that is Manutea Milion right in the lead. These 2 guys are just kind of